Good evening and welcome to Collinsville High School. You're watching Cardinal TV as we set up for an exciting matchup. We're going to have Collinsville wrestling tonight as the Cardinals are going to take on two different teams tonight as they're having their homecoming. So we're here on the high school gym floor. We've got the junior high on one side, the high school on the other. You'll get the high school highlights tonight, and we'll show the entire high school tonight. Plus, hopefully, if we got a lull, we can kick it to the junior high a little bit and see what some of the younger guys are bringing up tonight. So, as mentioned tonight, we have homecoming for the Collinsville Cardinals here on Cardinal TV. We're going to expect an exciting matchup. Here's how the night's going to break down. First, we're going to have Collinsville, the defending state champions, the four-time defending state champions, in fact. The Collinsville Cardinals out here defending twice tonight. The first one they're going to have is they're going to take on the Skiatook Bulldogs. Now, if you don't know much about how it lays out, I'm sure you do, but Collinsville and Skiatook is one of those epic matchups where you can just kind of throw out the records, throw out anything that you know previously, because it's going to be a rivalry. And, there's going to be fans from both sides here. We had a basketball game here the other night. It was a packed house. Both sides came and represented it as the only thing really splitting these two cities up is Highway 75. So they're both on Highway 20, and they both come to battle every single time. You can see as right now we've got a live feed of some of the wrestlers pacing around as they start prepping and understanding, kind of staring across, as they're very familiar with their opponents tonight. They've seen them around. They've probably hung out with them a few times, and they've definitely battled for years, and so they know exactly what they're working on and what they're going up against. So as I mentioned tonight, we're expecting an exciting matchup all the way through the weights. A few weights we won't actually have matches, but we'll update you with that as there's some injuries and some personnel to deal with, and so it left both teams with a little bit of void at a few weights, and we're going to try to keep you updated as best we can as to how that's going to shake out. It looks like the Collinsville Cardinals are going to start off not having a 122-pounder or a 120-pounder, and they're also not going to have a 184-pounder tonight. The reason for the distribution, you may hear a 106 weight or 108 weight in high school athletics. What they're going to do to start off the season is they're going to expect guys to make that 108 weight for the lighter guys. The 106 weight for the lighter guys. And then after midway through the year, they expect them to gain a little bit of weight. They want it to be healthy for the guys, so they give you a 2-point boost, if you will. A 2-point allowance is what they call it after January 1st. So that way the second half of the season they can continue to grow, be healthy, and continue to make weight at the same time. So you may hear 106 be referred to as 108 or 113 be referred to as 115. Either way, same people wrestling, same battle, and we're hoping to have an exciting one. That's right. You're here. Tune into the right place, Cardinal TV. We got homecoming coming up. We're currently just waiting on all the personnel to be in place to get ready to get this thing started off, and we're going to have one more time. We're going to do the run-through. We're going to have Collinsville. They're going to take on Skiatook Bulldogs first, and then Skiatook's going to find their way out of the building. We're going to have a little bit of a homecoming celebration for the wrestlers and their queens, and then we're going to have an epic match with Collinsville versus Claremore. So some of these guys wrestling twice tonight. Should be an exciting battle. Should be an exciting adventure. We're going to go to commercial break, and we're going to see if we can't get everything started off when we come back. You're watching Cardinal TV.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
Welcome back. It's Cardinal TV, at Collinsville High School. We're looking at an exciting matchup. As mentioned before, Collinsville is going to take on first Skiatook. Then they're going to do some homecoming celebrations, and we'll cover all that for you here. And then they're going to jump right in to wrestling match, an epic wrestling match versus Claremore as well. We mentioned we have junior high and high school. Real quick, we want to take a second out to make sure we mention the junior high teams. We may not get a lot of footage of them tonight as we're only operating just with the skeleton crew here. So we're gonna take a little bit of time here to at least call out some of the names of the young men who are going to be wrestling hard for all the teams tonight, as they may not get quite the footage, and some people are tuning in just to see them. For Collinsville, we have at 90.8 pounds, Cody Francis is going to be wrestling for the 89-pound weight class. Now, again, as I mentioned, if that doesn't make sense to you, after the 1st of January, they're going to be jumping, or they give the wrestlers 2 pounds at the high school level in order to be healthy and maintain a healthy weight for them. So, Cody Francis, he's going to be wrestling at the 89, or it's actually 91 is the weight he has to make, and he's 90.8. Connor Henson came in at 99.6 for the 98 weight class. Caleb Tanner or Jared Campbell are going to be wrestling at 106. Colby Davis and Andrew Pickle are going to be wrestling 120. And there's going to be some mix-up there. They'll slide guys around and make sure they have the wrestlers set up. I just want to make sure I mention them. Blake Nation coming in at 132. Logan Saminsky, he's going to be wrestling 140 tonight. Holt Gansel at 150. Jace Dennison at 162. Trace Daughtry at 175. Michael Stubbs at the 200 weight. And the heavy boys, Dylan Dobbs coming in at the 285-pound weight class. Those are your Collinsville Cardinals junior high. We have some of the, real quick, we're going to run through the Claremore junior high teams. They've got let's do Skiatook first, as they're going to match up first. So the first matchup we have is Cody Francis of Claremore and Trey Bowman of Skiatook. At the 98-pound weight class, we have Connor Henson and Mason Johnson. 106, we're expected to have Caleb Tanner and potentially Jared Campbell, and he's going to be wrestling Hunter Hall. And either Caleb Tanner or Jared Campbell, depending on how that goes, is going to wrestle the 113 class with Cale Glover. Colby Davis and Andrew Pickle are going to be wrestling Cougar Henderson. We're going to take a second real quick for the national anthem as we get started here tonight. Very nice. Yeah, the national anthem there always brings the crowd up to their feet, and we're going to give you the last rundown of the matchups tonight for the junior high duels. We're at the 120. We're expecting Colby Davis and Andrew Pickle versus Cougar Henderson. At 126, Collinsville is going to either wrestle Colby Davis and Andrew Picker versus Jared Seabolt. 132, we have Blake Nation versus Draven Whedon. 140, we're going to have Lozen Saminsky versus Noah Asme, excuse me. 150, we're going to have Holt Gansel versus Blake Watkins. 162, Jace Dennison versus March Ashford. 175, we're going to have Trace Daughtry and Corbin McGraughlin. 200, we're expected to have Michael Stubbs, and we don't have an entry from SkyTook at this time. And 285, Dylan Dobbs looks to be wrestling Cooper Easky. Now, I want to make a quick mention of those guys as we may not get quite the video footage that the high school team's going to get. But it looks like we're going to start off tonight at 106 pounds for the high school team, and that's going to put Xavier Colors versus, we don't have anybody from SkyTook mentioned right now. So Xavier Colors, he's going to go out, and he's going to have an easy night tonight as the official raises his hand. And that's all for him for tonight. So all he had to do is make sure his equipment was on right. And that's a good, easy 6 points for the Collinsville Cardinals. That's going to push us up to the 113 division as Gunnar Ham of Collinsville looks to take on Brody McNutt of SkyTook. Brody McNutt out on the mat right now. He's going to be in black. Collinsville is going to be in red. They shake hands to start off 2 minutes. First 2 minutes here for the Cardinals. It looks like Brody McNutt's going to be green, and Gunnar Ham, he's going to be in red tonight. So when you see the official raise his hand to try and give points or grant points, it's going to be based on his wristband. One's red, one's green, and green is going to be Gunnar Ham. So that's 2 points there for Gunnar Ham, and he gets off to an early start as the 113-pounders. They're quick. So that's going to bring Brody McNutt, he's going to have to be in the down position as Gunnar Ham takes the top for taking the 2 early points. Looks like Brody McNutt's trying to do a switch here, trying to do a reverse, and Gunnar Ham's going to stretch him out. Ham's got a good grip there on the bottom back leg, and he's going to try and break him down and get him into what it looks like to be. He's going to roll him here. Rolls him on his back right now. We got the official counting. It looks like he got 2 points for a near fall. And that's a quick, he's not going to put it up just quite yet as he's counting another near fall right now. Now, near fall means he's not quite pinned him yet, but he's got him on his back. So once his back goes past 45 degrees, he starts counting near fall points. So he's going to keep adding, and he's not going to finish until he knows the move is done. Once the move's done, he gives him 3 points. So a quick 5 points there for Gunnar Ham. As he looks to pin him, he's got him in another near fall. So now this counts as more points for him. The referee's looking, and 40 seconds left to go in this match. And Gunnar Ham has got Brody McNutt right where he wants him. He's pulling him back. He's looking for a pin move, and he's got Brody McNutt fighting right now for his life. He's got to keep that left shoulder off the ground, keep that left shoulder blade off the ground. And it looks like Gunnar Ham's really working as we get into 20 seconds left in this match to pull that sleeve back. And you see this official right now. He's watching, and he had a whistle. We got a quick timeout. It looks like we got 3 points now, 3 more points for Gunnar Ham. The official stopped it and gave 1 to Brody McNutt for an escape. He said he's got blood. We got a blood time. And we're going to take a little bit of a time out here and see if we can't get Brody McNutt's nose fixed. So a little bit of time left in this first round. 14 seconds left to go. We'll go quick to commercial break while we're waiting. You're watching Cardinal TV. We'll be back.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
And we're back. It looks like we got an exciting match. 14 seconds left in this first round between Gunnar Ham and Brody McNutt. Gunnar Ham with an impressive 8-1 lead right now as there's 13 seconds left on the clock, and he'll look to try and capture another quick 2 points before the end of the first round. Referee has him stand up. Looks like he takes a quick shot there, but no one is really looking to give anything. And the official's going to let the time run out. And at the end of the first period, Gunner Ham all over Brody McNutt. 7-0. Or 7-1. We've got an official looking at it right now. Okay. So Brody McNutt had won the flip. He got a chance to defer. He deferred, and Gunner Ham took the down position. So Ham battling right now, stands up, and he escapes for 1 point. That makes it 8-1. It looks like somebody lost. Oh, he lost his little bandage for his nose there. As in the first round, Brody McNutt had his noses bleeding on the court there, or on the mat. Excuse me. So an early 1 point there for Ham as he looks to build to his lead. He takes a good double leg shot, and it looks like it's going to be another 2 points for Ham. Now, if it's 10-1, if Ham goes up by 14 points, it's called a tech fall, and the match will be over. Right now he's looking. He traps an arm down, looking to roll him. Again, Ham has McNutt's arm trapped below, so he can't get up. Ham looks to roll, doesn't quite make it, which is a dangerous situation to be in as you're looking for a defensive fall. Looks to roll him. Brody's working, or McNutt works from down low as his coach tells him he's got to start working. Ham's got a good, well, he had to have Nelson. He just let it go, and it looks like he's got a crossface right now. He's going to look to put him in a cradle. He's got to sink his knee down in there and sit back his weight. And there he goes. He's in a cradle. Now we have another near fall here for Ham on McNutt. McNutt right now has to fight to keep that shoulder off the ground, and he's fighting and kicking and fighting and kicking. The only way really out of this is if he can kick his left leg out and force Ham to get hurt. But we got a whistle there, and it looks like he's going to call the match for a pin in favor of Gunner Ham. So with 36 seconds left to go in the second round, Ham comes up with a big win to put the home team Collinsville up 12-0. So an exciting match there. And it looks like at the 120, there's no matches going on. Both teams take a void, I guess you'd call them. So no points awarded. So again, 12-0 here as we go into the 126 match. Nate Kime for the Collinsville Cardinals. He'll be in the red singlet with the white coming. He's on the green. He goes for an early shot right now, and he's got to pick his arm up, and he's awarded 2 there for an early takedown of Chandler Delk. Chandler Delk for the Skiatook Bulldogs gets up, and he's awarded 1 as well. So 2-1 early here in this first round at the 126-pounders. Again, Nate Kime versus Chandler Delk. Nate Kime in the red, Chandler Delk in the black. And they're looking to show some power here for the smaller ones. And a big throw there. If they keep both their feet in, they'll be up and up. But it looks like as both guys were out of bounds, he brings it back to the middle, and they're both standing in neutral. Kime looks to shoot. Kime gets down low. He's got to pick his head up and move his body around, and he'll be awarded 2 points. Once he pulls that arm out, 2 points for Kime. So he's up now 4-1 on Delk. Kime's got to get his left arm out, looking to get his left arm out or roll Delk if he can maneuver that leg around. Kime trying to switch, get his legs free and move to the head. Kime needs to move that left leg around. Delk's doing a good job of holding that left leg right in there. He looks like he's going for the cradle. He's trying to set him down into it. If he can get past that elbow, then Kime's got him sitting down. Now he's in the near fall position. Officials counting. Got him sunk down in. He's got his head down. Good wide stance with his legs has Kime. So the near fall position, he's already awarded 3 points. And he looks to go to a different move now. Once he releases that move, 3 points awarded. So 7-1 here in the waning seconds of the first period. Another quick start for the Cardinals. Pulls him back. And it looks like he tries a reversal here. Does Delk, sits back, and that's the end of the first period. So the end of the first period, it's 7-1. And we have the official looking up 7-1 in favor of Kime over Delk. We had a coin flip to figure out whose choice it is. It is Kime's choice. He's going to defer. Delk is going to take the bottom. Kime, it was Delk's choice. Delk defers. Kime takes the down position. Both wrestlers so far taking the down position for Collinsville, so it seems to be something that they work on there at their squad. Coach Harding seems to put a lot of emphasis on the lower. Tries for a quick switch and a reversal, and he's got him. He's at least escaped. And he's working for a reversal here. If he can swing that leg around and get behind him, then he'll have achieved another 2 points. Right now, Keim, he's looking to set in for another cradle. He's got the leg. He's got to figure out how to get his shoulder around his head. And the official gives 1 second, but not quite a near fall yet. And Keim slides around. Still not awarded any points. 9-1. So he gives him the point for the reversal. Excuse me, they gave him the 2 points for the reversal. 9-1. Keim holds a commanding lead. And it looks like he's going to let Delk up and go for another shot. So 9-2 here in favor of Nate Keim. Collinsville out to a good start in both matches. Up 12-0 as we come to the 1 minute mark of this second period. A 9-2 lead held by Keim as he shoots low. And a good sprawl by Delk, but Keim just keeps charging, grabs a single leg. If he can get him down before his feet leave the mat, and the official awards him the 2 points. So a good takedown right off the mat puts Keim up 11-2 over Delk. Delk heads back to the middle. He should be in the down position as Keim had the last awarded points. Delk chops the arm, looks to roll back. Keim looks to reverse, Delk looks to reverse. Keim defeats him, steps his leg around. And what they're doing right now, they're battling for hand position on the bottom. It looks like nobody's really doing anything if you've never seen this before, but the battling for hand position, it's important hand control down there because it's going to keep Delk down and give Keim the position to be able to throw him like that. Now, what Keim has to avoid doing is if he locks both his hands together, then the official breaks it up and Keim gets a warning. 2 of those, and Delk will be awarded a point. So at the end of 2, Keim not able to do anything right there at the waning seconds. It's 11-2. Keim with a big lead over Delk, and it's Delk's decision whether he wants to go up or down. Looks to his coach, and he's going to take the down position. Delk goes down. Keim on top. Keim immediately breaks him down. And again, they're fighting for hand position under there. He's fighting to put 2 hands on that right arm of Delk, and so he can control him for the rest of these 2 matches. Keim starting to move around. Looks like we have Delk sits back. Keim sinks a hook in there and pulls it out. Keim going for the cradle on the opposite side. Delk knows what he's doing. Straightens the leg out. And Delk sits back into him. We have a quick roll here by Keim. Not quite a near fall yet. The official says Keim doesn't have quite the control there as they're both kind of at an angle, downward angle. Now we have a half Nelson there put in by Keim, but Delk spinning with it, turning his head. The way to defeat that, you just turn your head the opposite direction. It usually works pretty well. As Keim's figured out that Delk knows what he's up to, and he's got to switch. Try to regain control. He's got 1 leg hook in, which keeps Delk from maneuvering too much. And with 1 minute left, it's 11-2 in favor of Nate Keim. Keim still sucking in Delk. Again, Keim in the red, Delk in the black. Keim stretching him out. He's still got that wrist control here. Looks to cross face and releases that wrist control. And it looks like we've got a stalling right now. The officials didn't actually award anything, but he's telling the guys, hey, keep moving, keep working. You got to work for a better position on a constant basis. 20 seconds left. It looks like this is going to be the first match of the night that goes the distance for either team as Keim holds a commanding 11-2 lead. Right now, Delk still tries to straighten out, tries to get Keim's leg off of him. And at the end of 3, the official's going to pick him up. They're going to shake hands. They're going to give a good match there, a major decision by Nate Keim. And that's going to award 4 points to the Collinsville Cardinals. So 16-0, Collinsville comes out really hot here in the lower weights. At 132 pounds, we've got Justin Walker So we've got Justin Walker versus Branton Postier. Branton Postier is going to be again in the black, and Justin Walker is going to be in the red. 136 pounders. You're going to see him not quite as back and forth, but you're going to see a lot of power as they go into a little bit heavier weights, and these guys are fast and strong. So he got a good shot, a good suck in, but the official said he's just out of bounds right now. So Walker with a good easy shot tries to pick that leg of Postier as he sets him up. Again, he sets him up. A good shot, trying to keep him in bounds here. If he can pull that leg up, sucks him back in bounds there, and you got a good takedown there for Walker. Walker immediately to the back, starts chopping down the arms of Postier. He spins him in a great move by Walker. He's got both of Postier's arms trapped behind him, and he's got him pulled back. Now, if Walker can only sit back just a little bit and put that left shoulder down, you see him trying to push backwards on Postier. A great move there by Walker and surprising Postier, and he gets the near fall. So only 3 points awarded as Walker lets go of that near fall there in the first minute of the match. Walker in command right now on top, looking for another quick move. And a big stand up by Postier. He's already defeated one. Takes him out of bounds. And they're going to start back in the middle. That's going to have Postier down and Walker on top. Now you wonder why that happens as they both started up on top. The guy who got the last points, if he's ahead, he's going to be on top. The guy who got the last points, if he's behind, they may go to neutral. So it's a little different. If it's something you've never seen before, it's a little bit different rule set up at the high school level. And that puts Walker on top, and he's going to start to work. Again, fighting for hand control. That's how Walker was able to roll him on his back there and keep both his hands behind him. And Postier just really had to fight to get out of there. 18 seconds left. Postier trying to work a reversal. Walker regains control, puts both leg hooks in. And 15 seconds left in this first round. Walker up 5-0 for Collinsville. Walker breaks him down. Postier sprawls out, breaks his arm out. Walker goes immediately for the arm again. Postier tries to kick him through. If he can swing Walker's leg back through, doesn't quite have enough time as Walker got a little bit on over the top there. And we go to round 2 with Walker up 5-0 after a quick near fall and takedown. Walker with the call. He defers. Postier, he's going to take the down position. So far, everybody who chooses, they take the down position in for either team. So looking to get a quick point here. Postier has to work fast. Walker breaks down, keeps hand control, and Walker looks to work the opposite side. Walker stays on top, sets off to one side, and he's going to let Postier up. So good release there by Postier. Picks him up the first point, and now it's 5-1. It's the closest match we've had in the second period. Some of those cheers you're hearing come from the junior high match as they've got an exciting match going on themselves. It's a 4-3 match for the junior high. Walker with a good shot, takes down Postier. That's another 2 points. And he immediately tries to roll him. So 7-1 here between Walker and Postier. Working hand control for both guys. Walker whips his arm out. Walker tries to get that real nifty little half Nelson there that they have for the guys, and Postier was able to sink his hips back and defeat it. Again, a lot of movement. Postier sits up. He's going to sit back, try for a reversal, and they're out of bounds. So that's a good move for both guys. Coach Parker trying to talk to Postier, telling him, hey, what are you doing here? You guys, you need to really battle. Looks like the official gave Postier the escape there. So 7-2 in favor of Walker from Collinsville. So he gave him the escape right before they went out, and that puts Walker in a good position. He immediately takes him down, and he goes for a near fall. Officials counting out. Walker takes down right into a near fall. It looks like he got 2 points out of it. 3 points, excuse me. So he should have 5 more points here. He got 3 and 2 for the takedown, so that makes it 12-2 now for Walker. So a big move there for Walker as he tries to seal this one up in the waning moments of the second period. Walker looks to do a snake there, steps over the top, and it looks like Postier, he's going to be put down. So with 10 seconds left, Postier does what we used to call a snake. Some people refer to it as a bulldog. Whips his hand back behind, and just like that, Walker ends that battle. So 22-0 here in favor of Collinsville as the young guys, the light guys for Collinsville getting the job done early. We've got an exciting matchup here between Austin Johnson and Rice Haymaker. Austin Johnson of Skiatook, Rice Haymaker of Collinsville. Interesting thing, Austin Johnson weighed in at 132.5, and his coach decided to have him wrestle up the heavier 137.6. So Haymaker outweighs Johnson by 5 pounds into this match, and we'll see if he can use that to his advantage or if Johnson's going to be a little bit quicker. Right now, it looks like a quick pickup. If Haymaker can get him down, that's a quick 2 points for Haymaker in the first 30 seconds of this match. You'll see with a little bit different weight distribution, Johnson's going to look to be a little bit quicker. Haymaker's going to look to ride him, be on top, use a little bit of that strength, a little bit of that extra weight, and see if he can't keep Johnson down. Johnson gets taken down. And Haymaker looks to crossface, tries for the cradle, doesn't quite get it. Tries again, looking to link up both his arms. Looks like Johnson has his hands. Oh, and Johnson's flipped around into the cradle. So we've seen that move a few times by Collinsville. We know they worked on it. And Haymaker's working the near fall. Haymaker's trying to sit back. The further back he can sit those hips, the more Johnson goes down. And Johnson finally looks like he just couldn't quite get the angle. And so with 1 minute into the match, Rice Haymaker with a big fall right there, a big move with that cradle, way to sink his hips back and earn another 6 points for Collinsville. So 28-0, Collinsville over Skiatook. And as the announcer just came up, this is Gavin Pilgrim and Eli Tanner. Gavin Pilgrim in the black, Eli Tanner in the red. And they mentioned Gavin Pilgrim just coming off a fresh win at the Sapulpa tournament this past weekend. So looks for big things from Tanner as he looks to use his muscle a little bit on Pilgrim. Tanner right now breaks up, sets back in. Good shot there by Pilgrim. He looks to get Tanner. Tanner flips it on him, and until he takes it down, he's not going to be awarded the 2 points. So he's got to get Pilgrim on his back, he's got to get Pilgrim down, break him down a little bit, and we have the 2 points awarded to Tanner. Tanner immediately goes for the roll. Doesn't quite get it, but Tanner's awarded the 2 points, first 2 points of the match. Tanner looks for hand control. Looks like he's going to try and sit Pilgrim back and see if he can't pick up a near fall right here on the edge of the match. Pilgrim looks to sit back into it, and he's going to be off the mat. So we're going to have Pilgrim going down and Tanner on top. With 46 seconds left in this first round, Tanner up 2-0. Looks to muscle Pilgrim right now. And he sits him back and works hand control. Good hand control so far we've seen from the Cardinals tonight. We've seen a lot of cradles, a lot of good hand control, and a lot of good defense as they sit back. Pilgrim spins around. Now it's a 2-1 match. So a tough match so far here in the first round. The closest we've had, a 2-1 match in favor of Tanner of Collinsville in the red over Pilgrim of Skiatook in the black. Pilgrim with a quick shot. Tanner defends easily. So Tanner keeps that one hand there on Pilgrim's shoulder, and that's going to be able to make it. That's going to keep him away. Good pickup by Pilgrim. And right as they go off the mat, no points awarded, though. A good spin there by Pilgrim to get the ankle pick for Tanner, but he doesn't quite get it converted. So 2-1. Tanner picks to defer going in the second round. Pilgrim again sticks with the theme of the night. If you have an option, he's going to pick the down position. Tanner on top. They break, and it looks like we have a warning on green. He started a little bit too soon there. So you have to keep your one hand on his belly, basically on his waist, and the other hand on his elbow. If you start a little bit too soon to that whistle, the official gives you a warning. You do that twice, you lose a point. So Tanner now a little bit slower. Doesn't quite break Pilgrim down the way he wanted. It looks like he's going to pull the arm behind his back, and it doesn't quite get it. If he can get the arm behind his back, you got a lot of options to go for there for Tanner. Tanner's still looking for hand control. Pilgrim looks to stand up. He's going to try in the same move he did in the first period and spins, and now it's a tie match, 2-2. Coach Jake Parker of the Skiatook Bulldogs telling Pilgrim, make sure you move your feet. Move your feet. Tanner's tough. He's a strong kid. The more you move on him, the better chance you have to pick his leg. Good sprawl there by Tanner as Pilgrim takes a shot. Head-to-head right now, both these guys not wanting to give an ounce. Or an inch, excuse me. Ounce or an inch, I guess. And we have a great match so far. Tanner with a good shot, picks him up, and the officials said they both stepped out. So Tanner with a big chance to pick up 2 points, going for the big slam, and they both just step out of bounds, and no points awarded. It's going to be a stand-up neutral for both of them. Good battle right now between Tanner and Pilgrim. Pilgrim shoots. That's way off the mark. Tanner easily sidesteps. And we'll see what Coach Harden has for Tanner moving in to the later parts of the second period. So we're just in the second period here. It's 44 seconds left to go. We have a 2-2 battle as a great matchup between 145 pounders. Tanner's got to be careful. He can put his hand on top of that forehead, but he can't grab the headpiece. Excuse me, that's Pilgrim. Good shot there by Tanner. Sets him up by putting his hand in his face and picks him up. Pilgrim with good defense. He keeps that leg straight, but not enough. So Pilgrim goes down after good battle, and Tanner's able to pick up 2 more points as he looks to roll. 12 seconds left to go in this match as Tanner takes the lead. Pilgrim's on bottom, and looks like that's how we're going to end unless Pilgrim can pull a miraculous spin here in the second period. So the end of 2, it's 4-2, the most exciting match we've had so far tonight. Tanner fresh off his win at the championship at the Sapulpa Invitational. He's going to take the down position, and Pilgrim takes the top. Before they start this round, I'm going to read who allows you to, we're able to bring this matchup to you. For Cardinal TV, from Rogers State University, Body Coach, All Red Hardware, Big Footprints, RCB Bank, That's My Bank, and J-Team Design. Again, those are the sponsors that allow Cardinal TV to happen, and we're able to bring this to you right in your living rooms and on the internet so you can watch your Cardinals take on the Skiatook Bulldogs. Just a quick recap of the match. So far, Tanner has taken Pilgrim down twice, but he's let him up both times. So it's 4-2 match as Tanner looks to break, and now it makes it 5-2 in favor of Tanner as he faces a tough battle in Gavin Pilgrim. Head-to-head now with a minute 25 left to go in this match. 5-2 lead by Tanner. Tanner in the red with the white from Collinsville, and Pilgrim in the black from Skiatook. Another good pickup by Tanner. He picks him up, he slams him, awarded 2. Now it's 7-2, and Pilgrim has some work to do in the last minute of this match. Gavin's going to need to get up. He's going to be in the down position now. He's going to need to get up and take down Tanner quickly as we have 58 seconds left to go in this match. Good early start there by Tanner on the top position. He's going to look to straighten out Pilgrim, so Pilgrim doesn't have any leverage he's able to use. And if he can just keep this up for another 45 seconds, he'll be the champion. Spreads his arm out. You'll see that as a normal technique. You want to expand the arms. You want to flatten out. If you're on top, you want to flatten out the guy on bottom as best you can and try to keep him from getting up like he is right now. Good move there by Pilgrim. Tanner's got the leg still. Still no awarding for being down as Tanner fights and battles and takes him right back down. So no points awarded there as Pilgrim gave a good effort, but Tanner was able to take him back down. Good crossface there by Tanner. Pilgrim sucks it in as they fight. Pilgrim fights to get back up. 8 seconds left. And Pilgrim's battling. Tanner stays on top, 2-1. And then at the end of that match, it's the closest match we've had so far tonight, 7-2. Eli Tanner's the victory over Gavin Pilgrim with some great takedowns and some good slams. He continues the charge that Collinsville has. It's 31-0 right now. Collinsville over Skiatook. Right now we have the 152 battle. Hunter Nose of Skiatook is in the black, and Tony Connor of Collinsville in the red. Connor looks to set up Nose. Both guys shooting a little bit, sprawling a little bit, shooting a little bit, sprawling a little bit. So we have a good back and forth from these two as they've undoubtedly wrestled each other a few times. As we mentioned, this is a good rivalry between both these schools. Right now, Collinsville has the better of them, coming off four consecutive state championships. So they've got quite the pedigree right now, and the challenge in front of them to hold that up as they go into the last couple months of the wrestling season. And they come out strong. But we've got some good battles back and forth for some good wrestling here tonight for both high school squads. Again, right now we have Connor for the Cardinals working on Hunter Nose of the Bulldogs. Connor looking to overcome a little bit of length there. Nose is a little bit taller, a little bit more lankier, and Connor a little bit shorter, a little bit stronger. So Nose has him. It looks like we have no points awarded as they both were off the mat at the time. 1 minute to go here in this first period. Coach Parker always yelling at his Bulldogs, keep moving your feet, keep moving your feet. They see a lot of stagnant feet, and that's set up the Cardinals to be able to do a whole lot. Quick throw attempt there from Nose, just doesn't quite work. And you've seen a few attempts at a throw there from Nose. He's been able to try and kind of get Connor where he wants as far as his head. Now the key for Connor is if he can pull his head back, Nose doesn't stand a chance, and it'll be an easy takedown for Connor if he can recognize that pretty quick. So as long as he keeps his head out of there, he can have an arm trap, and he'll be able to do what he needs to. It looks like both guys trying throws, and they're off the mat. So an exciting first round, both guys battling back and forth, both guys attempting throws, and Coach Harden getting after Connor and telling him, hey, let's pick it up. Let's pick up the pace a little bit. You got it. 16 seconds left. It's still 0-0. Both guys battling, throwing guys, putting them out of bounds just at the wrong time, right time. Good defense. Good attempts. Both guys working hard. The ref hasn't had to warn anybody for stalling, as what happens sometimes if you're in a 0-0 match. It's just a lot of good battle right now. Good defense, good offense. So as we go to the second period, it's 0-0. So far, no points awarded. And we have it going to Nose. Nose takes the down position everybody has so far. And Connor's going to have to ride him out in order to keep this a 0-0 match. Nose with a quick move, stands up. Connor looks to hold on. And we have a point awarded. So the first point awarded for Nose, and he has the first Skiatook Bulldog lead of the night. Connor looks to take him down now, sets him up. Connor right now having just a bit of problem with Nose's length. Connor used to shooting in, and Nose just keeping him at distance with his arms, keeping his arms on his shoulders, keeping his arms on his shoulders. Connor keeps trying to go for that single leg, and Nose with some good defense there. So Connor and Nose battling. They set out. Connor quick to the middle of the mat. It's always a sign a coach wants to see is a guy beating the other opponent to the middle of the mat. Let him know, hey, I'm still here. I'm still ready to battle. I'm still ready to fight. Connor looks to shoot. Nose gets it. And Connor's going to have to sprawl, sit down. He's got his hand on both the legs there. Good defense by Connor. So Connor shoots. Nose with that length is able to grab onto Connor, put him in a really precarious situation, and Connor's able to get him out of bounds as they continue to battle. So still 1-0 in favor of Nose as he's able to escape. Nose looks to reverse there. And Connor gets back to work. Again, right now we see the length of Nose really being the difference in this match so far. As Connor's done a lot a lot of shooting, and just Nose has been playing good defense and able to keep him on the outside. With 30 seconds left, it's still 1-0 in favor of Nose of Skiatook. And Connor push his head down. Nose with a shot. Connor's got a chance here with 20 seconds left to go. He's got his head. Nose, though, with the long arm, is able to pick up the leg of Connor. Connor makes a risky move, setting the leg in. Nose keeps holding on to his head and arm. And Nose looks to try and take him down. Connor with some good defense there, spreading that leg out. And Nose is able to get 2 points right there at the end of the second round. So good battle there from both teams. And Connor wasn't able to hold on. Nose is now up 3-0 as they move into the third period. Connor takes the down position. So Connor's going to have to escape. He's going to have to take down Nose in order to tie it and hope to get a near fall to win. Nose uses that length to really ride Connor. Connor tries a Grammy roll there. Doesn't quite get it to fit. And Nose still has upper control. Has his arm trapped behind him. The Grammy roll usually can get a guy off of you, but Nose has to roll with it. If he sees it coming, he can roll with it, and he stays in the same position. Important for Connor there is to stay on his shoulder blades. If he doesn't, he's in a real bad spot. It makes it look pretty good. But Connor trying for a reversal here. Nose keeps the arm back behind him. And Connor tries to get that arm back up. So Connor with both arms below him now. Nose right now riding with 1:30 left to go. It's 3-0 in favor of Nose as Connor works to get up. Right now, Nose can't link his hands together. So Nose picks up Connor, throws him down. Connor right back up. Looks like he's looking to reverse it right now. Connor sucks in that single leg. He's got to get the other leg or he can't get the 2 points. Connor with a quick move. Now it's 3-3. So he got the stand-up and the reversal. Excuse me. He didn't get the escape points. He got the reversal points. So now it's 2-3. Connor's still down. He rolls him. Doesn't quite get the roll. So 51 seconds left. They're going to start with, I believe, Nose in the down position. Connor on top. It's 2-3. Connor has to get one more point. So you'd almost want him to have escaped and then taken Nose down, but instead it's one move. They award the 2 points instead of all three because it was all in one solid move. So it's still 2-3, and Connor he has to get him to a near fall position in order to take him down. He's trying right now. He's got one leg hook in. If he can get the arm pulled all the way back, it looks like it's a potential near fall situation. So Nose has to keep that left arm inside his body. If Connor can stretch him all the way out and pull him back, pull that arm over his head, then he can get him in a near fall position. Quick cradle. Connor lets him up. So Nose is now up 4-2 with 17 seconds left. Nose has to just avoid the takedown. So 2-4 in favor of Nose. Nose has to use that length. 15 seconds left. It's a battle right now as the official calls it. Connor has to push the pace. Connor has to take him down in 10 seconds. Connor looks to go high, tries to throw him, doesn't get the head in, and they're both out of bounds. So 6 seconds left. Connor's going to have to shoot fast and take him down, and the official's going to have to see it in order to take this match. Connor steps back. 5 seconds, 3 seconds left. Connor's battling. Nose puts the hand up, and the first victory for Skiatook belongs to Hunter Nose as he comes in and battles. So 31-3, and the exciting match as Connor and Nose both battled to the very end, and it ended up being Nose. Now we have a 162-pound weight. D'Angelo Henderson of Skiatook versus Ryan Haymaker of Collinsville. Ryan Haymaker in the red and D'Angelo Henderson in the black for Skiatook. And you're going to see some fast and some strength and some quickness here from these guys as they're both a little bit bigger, and you'll see a little bit more power in all of it and some battling back and forth as far as who's a little bit more dominant. The weigh-ins of Ryan Haymaker came in at 160.4. D'Angelo Henderson a little bit below him, 158.2, but no doubt battling both back and forth. And Haymaker comes in, and he makes a quick takedown of Henderson. Looking to sink his legs in, gain arm control, Haymaker sits Henderson back, trying to keep him from reversal. But Henderson, with some good defense, keeps his leg up. And we have a quick near fall as Haymaker with a quick move to lay down Henderson against his arms. And it's a quick 4-0. So just like that, Henderson's going to take the down position, and Haymaker's going to take the top. Haymaker sets in. Again, you can be on either side, as you've seen both guys. You can be on the right, you can be on the left. Usually it depends on what handed you are, and how you know your opponent as to which side you take. But one hand, your opposite hand. So let's say you're on the left side. Your right hand has to be on the opponent's waist, touching him, and your left hand has to be on the opponent's elbow. Any movement before that, if you're a little bit high, a little bit low, automatically starts off. The official gives you a warning, and then he'll start off again. Henderson working off a near fall attempt there by Haymaker. Haymaker making it hard for Henderson as he's got his hips set down. All Haymaker has to do is switch hands here. He goes for the roll. He rolls him down. And I can't quite see where he's got his hands to know exactly what hold it is, but he picks up another near fall as the official's waiting to see. Once he breaks those hand grips, he'll award the 2 points for Henderson. So the move's over. The official awards those 2 points, for Haymaker, over Henderson. So the Cardinal Haymaker over Henderson, 6-0 right now as we come to the end of the first period. And a good stretch out as they end the first period, 6-0, and turns Haymaker over Henderson. Henderson's Henderson elects. He's going to defer to the second period, and I imagine that means Haymaker's going to take the down position. So far, everybody again tonight who had a chance takes the down position, and it's not changing now for Haymaker as he looks to escape in the early part of this second period. Haymaker immediately pops up. Henderson works to throw. Haymaker keeps the leg down in there. Sets the reversal up very nicely, and he's got the back of Henderson. That's 2 points. Looking for the near fall is Haymaker. He's got to pull Henderson back, but he's got to keep his body out from below it. Haymaker's got both leg hooks in right now. If he can get that arm out of Henderson, pin it behind his back is what he's working for right now. And trying to set him all the way back and over. He can make things real uncomfortable for Henderson real fast. Lets both leg hooks out as he goes for a hand control of both and attempts a different move here. Haymaker wants to keep pressure on Henderson, keep him down, wear him out. That wears you out on bottom as you battle and battle and battle for hand control. You battle for leg control. You're battling to get up. You're battling to move. And he's got him quickly. If he can sink that leg in, he's got him in a half Nelson. He looks to push. He's got his leg behind him, and he's got a near fall right now. He's got to hold that arm down. The left shoulder of Henderson's still up right now. Haymaker tries to set him in, and he does. So just like that in the early first minute, just after the first minute, Haymaker sets up Henderson, and he pins him. So good move there by Haymaker. Puts the home team Collinsville up 37-3 over Skiatook. So 172 pounds. Up next, John Dudley versus Josh Arnold. So Josh Arnold of Collinsville, he'll be in the red. And John Dudley of Skiatook in the black. Dudley looks to set in. Dudley with a good shot. And Josh Arnold defends well and gets Dudley off him. Good move there by Arnold. If he can keep both his feet in, the official said the takedown wasn't what didn't happen until they were out of bounds. So we got 0-0 right now. And a good battle from the 170-pounders. Dudley with another shot. Easily defended there by Arnold. And as we get the heavier weights, you've got some guys who are going to be a little bit more power in the upper body, and they're going to work. You see some shots, some reversals, not quite as quick as the smaller guys who just shoot. They shoot the whole match long. They go battle back and forth so fast. Whereas you see a lot more power here from the bigger guys. As they look to just continue to assert dominance over the other, they try and push and shove and really let their upper body work a little bit more. And we see that as both these guys are trying to work for better position, and it ends up being a 0-0 match. Arnold and Dudley both battling tough. Good defense by both of them, as both had some pretty good shots on. I mentioned here, Arnold with another good shot, goes for the tree topper, sweeps the leg, and that's 2 points. Not quite a sweep the leg like they have in the Karate Kid, but he does. You see his foot step out in front, and he uses his momentum and flips his hips to put Dudley down and gain the first 2 points of the match. 34 seconds left. Arnold looks to hold Dudley in position. Keeps that arm down. Looks like he's going for the same snake-type bulldog effect. If he can push that arm all the way over, he's got it. He just lost the other arm control, and Dudley's in a bad position. He's got to sprawl. He's got to do what he can, and Arnold's just going to keep putting pressure on that opposite shoulder and see if he can get him flattened out. We already have the near fall for 3 points in favor of Arnold. Arnold's got to keep pressure on if he can keep his hips down, and he just lost it. But a good 3 points there by Arnold, and we have a break in the match. And it looks like, that's the end of the first period. I was so excited about that first period, I didn't even hear the buzzer go off at the end there. So 5-0, Arnold all over Dudley right now. And Dudley's going to take, the first time of the night, he's going to take neutral position. So Coach Parker sees something in the neutral position he liked out of Dudley, and he's going to have them take neutral, and Arnold's going to go back to work. Good shot there by Dudley, not quite able to get it. Good shot there by Arnold. Dudley responds with a shot of his own. So far we've got good defense by both guys. And apart from that quick 5, another quick single leg pick. If he can pick that leg up, and again he's going to look to pull him inbounds, sweep that leg again. He's got to maintain position. And a good 2 points there from Arnold again. Same move on Dudley, and Dudley just hasn't quite figured out how to defend that yet. Picks up the leg. All you have to do is have that ankle, and that's enough to get the guy off balance. Sweep the opposite leg, and you're good. So 7 points here in the second period. 7-0. Arnold all over Dudley. Arnold of Collinsville looks for hand control here. The official, if he doesn't see them moving and making a clear effort to better their position, either one of them, he'll stop them and move them back to the middle, and they'll start all over again. We have another good move here by Arnold as he steps over Dudley, and Dudley's again fighting for everything he's got. Arnold has to move. He switches real quick, drops his hip, and gets the fall. So Dudley, who battled real well in that first period, doesn't quite get it figured out here in the second, and Josh Arnold's all over him, able to keep the pressure, flip his hips, and earn the win. Skiatook Cameron Hudson comes out at 182 pounds, and he's going to receive the forfeit for Skiatook. So Collinsville, again, not wrestling 182-pounder tonight, and that's going to award 3 more points for Skiatook. 43-9 in favor of Collinsville. So tonight, in the 195-pounders, Billy Bigan is going to be in black for the Skiatook Bulldogs, and Robbins, in the red for the Cardinals. There goes Robbins to an early work. So he picks up that leg and looks to slam Bigan. Buy-in. So Robbins gets all over Buy-in and earns the first early 2 points, and that's going to put Buy-in on the down position as Robbins looks to take the top. Robbins sets in, and the official starts. Robbins working for hand control. See if he can get a single arm down there. If he can get it with his other hand, he gets him out. Buy-in's able to escape. It's now 2-1 in favor of Robbins. Robbins sets up. Tries to work Buy-in out to the outside. Robin works a quick shot, and they're both out of bounds again. Official has him stand up. Robin working. Sprawls, sets back up. Robbins stays on the mat there. Byan backs up to set up. Robbins sets in for a shot. Byan tries to get the head. Byan with the shot. Good back and forth here in the later stages of the first period as Byan and Robbins both battle for a little bit of position, with it being a 1-point match in favor of Byan. Looks like Robbins trying to set up a fireman's carry a little bit here, and Byan shoots a little bit early. So he had them with a early fireman's carry look, and then he ended up picking and shooting him, and it looks like he goes for the single leg again, gets it. See if he can get the other leg out. Byan with some good defense here. What he wants to do is break the clinch there of Robin. And he's able to do it and achieve position. So good defense there by Byan. The end of the first, it's 2-1 in favor of Robbins. Robbins going to have a chance. Byan's going to get to elect. He's going to go down. So Byan doesn't defer. He takes the down position. And Robbins is going to have to ride. Coach Parker tells Byan he's got to move. He's got to move. Byan works a little bit too fast there. And the official's talking to Robin about, you're bobbing up and down on him. No bobbing. You just got to be calm. Got to set down on him, and you got to get to work. So Robbins, with another warning there for the Cardinals. Robin sucks Byan in. Byan looking to stand up. Looks to throw Robin. Doesn't get it. Byan looking for the reversal here. Doesn't get it either. Robin's going to look to ride him out of bounds. Both go out of bounds, and no points awarded. Byan's going to be back in the down position. Again, you're seeing it's a different match a little bit now because you got 195-pounders, some big guys in there battling hard, battling tough for both these squads. Another warning here for Robbins, I believe. I don't know if the first one was a warning or not, or what the situation is, but he's going to have to be careful moving forward to make sure a point's not awarded. Byan tries to pop back up. Robbins sets up on his left side and tries to break him back down. Byan with a good hold. Robbins still has position. Going to walk him right out of bounds. So again, Byan not quite able to get completely released before the end of the thing. Before they go out of bounds, excuse me. Robbins still on top. Still 2-1 in favor of Robbins of Collinsville over Byan of Skiatook. Byan tries to get out. Got advantage. Robbins able to get the leg. Robbins keeps sucking that leg in. And he's going to push Byan off the mat. And Byan, again, not able quite to get out. So with a minute left to go in this period, Byan flirting with an extra point to try and tie it up. But Robbins able to keep on top of him and keep him off. All those cheers you're hearing right now is for the junior high as they're in a tough match, 39-36 as they go into their final match. And he had a pin at the heavyweight match to win by 3. So if he doesn't pin him, it's a tie duel. And if he does anything but pin him, it's no good. So he comes out with a big match there from Dylan Dobbs of the junior high to earn the win for the Cardinals junior high there over Skiatook. Tough battle there, 39-36. Collinsville over Skiatook. We have 43-9 here at the high school level as Byan actually gets up and he makes it 2-2. As he makes it 2-2 in favor of nobody. It's a tie match right now. So in the end of the second period, Robbins looks to extend his lead over Byan. 10 seconds left to go in this match. And another good match here from both these guys. As we see some better matches here in the later rounds 195 pounds, really battling right now. Billy Byan and Rock Robbins are going to go to the third period. Rock Robbins is going to have the down position, and it's 2-2. Both these guys really doing what they can to battle. Got a little bit of time for Green. It looks like got a little bit of blood over his left eye. So while we have a minute, we're going to go to a commercial break. You're watching an exciting match. 2 minutes left to go. It's all tied up. This is Cardinal TV.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
And we're back. This is Collinsville Cardinal TV at Collinsville High School. You're watching an exciting adventure. We're into the third period now, just coming off a blood timeout there when the 195-pounders really throwing around and showing off their speed and power. It's 2-2. Billy Byan of Skiatook versus Rock Robbins of the Collinsville Cardinals. So Rock Robbins getting up quick to earn the 3-2 lead right now, and he's going to hope to extend that as he moves forward. Now, if you see something funny coming out of Rock Robbins' nose, what that is they have to put a quick little block up his nose. They have a little pad, if you will, that they cram up the nose in order to make sure no blood comes out. Now, how that affects big guys, how it affects everybody, is a lot of times you're going to want to breathe out of your mouth, breathe out of your nose a little bit. So it does kind of obstruct your breathing a little bit, but it does keep the blood off the mat, which is what the officials are looking for. And they're always looking to be safe out there, so they'll make sure that there's no detriment to anybody. But if you see a little bit of extra white coming out of Robbins' nose, that's what happens. It catches every one of us sometimes as you wrestle. Sometimes a nose will catch a shoulder, a nose will catch an elbow or a knee, and it's natural. You just take a little bit of time, get it cleaned up, and we move forward. So again, Rock Robbins with a good shot there as he's up 3-2 over Billy Byan. If Robbins can sink his hips back, he can achieve the 2 points. Byan trying to get the 2 points. Robbins has to hold on to that leg. An exciting battle right now. If Robbins can keep his feet in bounds, both feet are out. The officials calling no points there. So a good battle back and forth from both guys. Robbins had to hold on there. Byan had to hold on immediately. Works for the reversal and doesn't quite get it. So again, another good battle here as we go into 45 seconds left in this match. Rock Robbins up 3-0. Robbins in the red, and Billy Byan up in the black. So Robbins looking to extend this. Again, neither guys can afford to stall. Robbins looking to control. Byan is going to have to shoot. They've got 30 seconds left to go in this match. Billy Byan of the black is down by 1 point. Robbins sets up. The official has him in neutral. Robbins going to make him come to him. And it looks like Robbins is going to push him off a little bit. And we have a time with 19.4 seconds left. The official's going to come and talk to Robbins, talk to both of them about pushing a little bit in the head there. And he's going to say, hey, we need to push this pace. We can't just shove off each other. Let's get it going. 17 seconds left. Start moving. Byan works for the head control. A little bit of unintentional hit there, but Robbins goes to shoot. Byan goes to shoot. 5 seconds left. Robbins looks to extend his lead, keeps the arm out, keeps the defense, spreads back, and that's going to be the end of the match. So another good battle there, and Rock Robbins comes out on top, 3-2 over Billy Byan. So a good battle there by both those guys. Makes it 46-9 in favor of Collinsville over Skiatook. 220 pounds puts Bo Wooden of the Skiatook Bulldogs versus Justin Cothe of the Cardinals. Justin Cothe in the red singlet and Bo Wooden in the white singlet. Bo Wooden weighed in 195.7 pounds, so he could have wrestled the 195 weight as well, but it looks like Coach Parker really wanted to put him out at the 220. So what you have is Justin Cothe weighing 221.2 pounds and Bo Wooden weighing 195. So a big difference there as Bo Wooden giving up a lot of weight to Justin Kothi, but Bo Wooden's going to look to move. He's going to look to shoot. You're going to see a lot of speed there, and Justin Kothi going to look to use that power. Going to look to stand in the middle there, and he's going to look to use a little bit of that weight to wear out Wooden and keep him down. I can tell you from experience, having wrestled, weighing quite a bit, 20 to 30 pounds below what other people weigh, you really got to use your speed. You got to keep your feet moving. No matter how worn out you are, you got to realize he's a little bit more worn out. Got to keep moving. And if you're the bigger guy, I've wrestled a little bit smaller before. If you're the bigger guy, you can't give in to all the little moves. You can't give in to all the little moves. Don't show him any weakness. Stand to your ground. Use your weight. Really lay on him. Wear him out every chance you get, and keep your feet. So right now, again, a quick shot there. That's going to earn a quick 2 points for Bo Wooden. So Wooden with a quick 2 points off that stop. The official stopped that to try to get it started because there's a little bit of shoving in the face, and he doesn't like the shoving in the headgear. So you gotta stop doing that, or the official's going to stop the match, warn both the guys, and get to moving. Now it's important right now for Kothi to get up. He's going to want to look to spin and move. He's got the weight advantage, so he should be able to just kind of push up, get his arms extended, use a little bit more of his power. What he can't do is let Wooden use a little bit of the angles, move, keep his feet down. He needs to stand up now, work a little bit of that power, get a good solid base, and spread out wide and stand up on him. Wooden right now looking to suck him, trying to move him here. And again, you see Wooden working very hard from the top position, and Kothi can just kind of use his weight to hold him down a little bit. So in the waning seconds of the first period, it's 2-0 Wooden, and Kothi's going to look to do a little bit of a Greco-Roman technique as he kind of spreads out a little bit and keeps his momentum and works to go to the second period. Coach Harden and Coach Parker both telling their guys different things they need to do. Kothi is taking the up position, it looks like, so they're going to go to neutral position again, and he looks to push Wooden around. I'm sorry, it was Bo Wooden who had the position. So Kothi, with a good move of his own, needs to finish it, but he doesn't quite finish the move, so it ends up being, he does finish the move, so it's a reversal. So a quick 2 points there by Kothi, and Wooden finishes the move. Now Kothi has to get that arm out. He needs to spread his legs out wide. He either needs to roll or keep that arm out. All right, so he keeps that arm off his back, and Wooden looks to isolate that arm again. A lot of times in wrestling, you're going to see isolation of an arm or a leg and different things as they move for a different position. Wooden immediately moves to the other side. Now he's going to work that other arm. Try to break it down and roll Kothi. Kothi needs to build a big base here and work his weight a little bit. You see how Wooden's trying to throw him around. He just can't quite do it. Again, it's 2-4. Kothi's going to have to get his arm out, work his body, work his solid position. He can't allow that arm to be isolated and rolled behind his back because that's the only thing that's going to keep him from rolling. Again, Wooden's trying really hard right now using both arms, his whole body, trying to roll Kothi. It's just not going to work. He does need to get that arm out because he's given up 30 pounds almost to Kothi. So he's not going to be able to really work a lot of leverage. What he can do is react off of what Kothi does and try to work one joint at a time. So he's going to work a leg. He's going to work an arm. Kothi, again, needs to get that arm out. So he straightens it, extends it. He's going to roll that wrist. That gets him off. Now he needs to pop up while he's got all his body parts above. We got a quick warning there for Wooden. Wooden, again, he clinched both his arms. He can't hold his own arms. Wooden achieves not quite 2 seconds of a near fall there from a quick move. But again, the weight differential of Kothi is going to keep him in this match right now. As Wooden's working left, Wooden's working right. The speed that he's using right now to try and keep Kothi down is really what's keeping his advantage. Wooden's going to take the down position here on Kothi. So a little bit backwards of what you'd expect, but if Kothi can't use his speed and hold on to Wooden, it's going to be a quick reversal. Kothi picks him up, slams him back down, and now you're going to want to see Kothi putting all that weight on Wooden. Keep putting all your weight on him. Kothi just loses his arm, and that's another 2 points from Wooden. So a smart match here by Wooden, who's given up a lot of weight. Wooden gets in. He's trying to get that half Nelson. He needs to grab Kothi's right leg if he wants to continue to roll him. Doesn't quite get the advantage. Again, the weight differential of Kothi keeping him in this match. It's now 2-6 in favor of Wooden. And Wooden keeps working a lot of good moves and a lot of good things that if he was wrestling that 195 would probably be to his advantage. But he can't quite get it to fruition because Kothi's so much bigger. Kothi looks to stand up. Wooden picks him up and a big slam there as he kind of just keeps Kothi off his balance. Good crossface there by Wooden as he's got his leg trapped. He's not going to quite get the near fall there. Under a minute left to go. It's 2-6 in favor of Wooden. Kothi needs to get up and take him down and achieve a near fall in order to win this match or pin him, which seems kind of, maybe not practical, but it's an easy thing that can happen when you're giving up a bunch of weight like this. So with 35 seconds left to go, Kothi really needs to start moving. He needs to get up, needs to start working. And I understand from being both these members before, it's exhausting. He's tired. He's worked. He's not used to wrestling a guy who gives up who's just this much faster. So with 19 seconds left, Wooden's going to let up Kothi, and he's going to look to shoot again. 13 seconds left. Kothi's going to need to shoot again and achieve a near fall. Kothi tries to throw, doesn't quite get it. They're off the mat. 6.4 seconds left. Kothi's going to have to work fast right now in order to finish off this match. Kothi needs to shoot. Wooden shoots. He needs to reverse him right now. Throw him. It looks like 2 more points there from Wooden at the end of the match. So at the end of a tough one there, Bo Wooden with a smart wrestling match there takes down Kothi, Justin Kothi, at a 3-8 battle. So it's now 46-12 in favor of Collinsville. And the heavyweights come out. We have Cody Fox, of Collinsville in the red, wrestling Gavin Hall of Skiatook. He'll be in the black. Gavin Hall weighing in at 281 pounds tonight, and Cody Fox weighing in at 270 for Collinsville. So battle of big men again. You're going to see not a whole lot of shooting. You're going to see a lot of hand control, and it's going to be a lot of just using that body weight, using their momentum, using things against them, back and forth, trying to achieve what they want to achieve. Good battle there early as it looks like Cody Fox. Fox looks like he's going to try and get one arm, isolate an arm. He works the other arm. Fox push-pull. Again, a push-pull, a good technique used by the heavyweights. You'll see him push, and pull. And if he can get him off balance a little bit, just like Fox does, he can achieve that takedown. He's got an early 2 points there on Hall. And Fox looking to roll him. Hall rolls into him, and Fox looks like he's going to have to attempt a different maneuver here. As we see the big men working hard, Fox trying to roll Hall, Hall defending well. I want to read our sponsors real fast, the people who allow us to get this to you here. Rogers State University, Body Coach, Big Footprints, JTeamDesign.com, RCB Bank, That's My Bank, and All Red Hardware help bring us to you tonight so you can watch Collinsville Wrestling in their homecoming from your own home. Right now the heavyweights going at it. They're going out of bounds. It's 2-0 in favor of Collinsville. That's Cody Fox on top of Gavin Hall of Skiatook. Fox looks to suck him back in. 35 seconds left to go in this first period. He's going to look to pull that foot back. He released that foot. Trying to roll Hall, and Hall leans into him. He's got good defense there, but he gets him, and it looks like Hall's in a bad position because he didn't roll through. A near fall. The official's not quite counting it yet, and he calls the pin. So with 16 seconds left to go in this first period, that's going to be the end of the first duel of the night, this homecoming night. Final score, Collinsville Cardinal 52 over Skiatook, and they're going to end up with 12 hard-fought points. So tonight, the first match of the night ended up in favor of Collinsville. So we have just halfway done, not even halfway done for you. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the homecoming celebrations for this for the Collinsville Cardinals wrestling squad. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Cardinal TV.
In as little as 12 months, With a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
Welcome back to Collinsville High School. We're here with Cardinal TV, coming to you live on the internet, live streaming. It's very exciting, new technology. We're pumped about it here at Collinsville. And we have an exciting first match. To quickly recap that first match, Wes Harding's Collinsville Cardinal squad coming out tough, really taking it to the wrestlers in the early match, 52-12, and 6 of those points Collinsville gave just by having not a wrestler at 184 pounds right now. So a void match gives 6 points to Skiatook, and that'll tell you just kind of how one-sided it was. There was a lot of good battles there, a lot of good 3 points here, 3 points there, but the Skiatook Bulldogs able to take 2 matches from the Cardinals in some close, tough, hard-fought matches at 150 and 220. So exciting battles back and forth. And we're excited about this because we're going to have, again, to recap the night, we had a good duel between Collinsville, the middle school guys. Middle school, Collinsville Cardinals were down by 3 going into the final match. The heavyweight, that's Dylan Dobbs, comes in with a pin on Wyatt Jones of Skiatook. That was Claremore. Comes in on Cooper Easy of Skiatook. And he's able to pin him to earn not just the tie, but the win with 6 points late in the match. Right now they're clearing the mats for the homecoming celebrations that are happening right now. So we're going to take it to another quick commercial break before that starts. You're watching Cardinal TV. We'll be back with the homecoming after this.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2014-2015 Cardinal Wrestling Homecoming. We're glad you're here. We will begin this evening's royalty march with freshman attendant Brooke Eigeneer. She is the 14-year-old daughter of Julie and Mike Eigeneer. Her honors and activities include cheerleading, dance, wrestling, baseball trainer, perfect attendance for 9 years, SWAT, student council, class officer, best dressed for 3 years, journalism, NHS, Native American Honor Society, and church youth group. Her favorites are God, her family, her friends, especially Bailey. Brooke's future, she plans to attend an Ivy League university to get a degree in biomedical engineering, get married, and live happily ever after. Brooke's escort is freshman Tony Jeremiah Connor Jr. He is the son of Tony and Tracy Connor. His honors and activities include playing baseball since he was 4 years old, wrestling since he was 6, and a junior high state champion in the 7th grade. His favorites are playing baseball, wrestling, hanging out with his friends. Tony's future plans are to play professional baseball and major in history. Our sophomore attendant and escort, freshman attendant and escort. Next, we have sophomore attendant Shelby Lauren Braley. She is the 15-year-old daughter of Larry and Jamie Braley. Her honors and activities include honor roll student, varsity cheerleading, wrestling mat maid, baseball trainer, and a SWAT member. Her favorites are tumbling, hanging out with her friends and family, and going to the lake. Her future plans are to graduate high school, get accepted to OU Medical School, earn a medical degree, and become an anesthesiologist. Her escort is sophomore Elijah Tanner. He is the 16-year-old son of Clarence and Michelle Tanner. His honors and activities include wrestling, working out, and fishing. His favorites are wrestling, hanging out with his friends, and fishing. I said that, didn't I? Eli's future plans are to graduate from high school, go to college, and live a successful life. Our sophomore attendant and her escort. Next is junior attendant Chelsea Danielle Barton, the 17-year-old daughter of Jim and Michelle Barton. Her honors and activities include cheer, track, placing 3rd last year in the state track meet, cheer academic champions, and the honor roll. Her favorites are the movies, Divergent, her family, and God. Chelsea plans to go to college and become an orthodontist. Our junior escort is 17-year-old Justin Allen Walker. He is the son of David and Jeannie Walker. His honors and activities include wrestling on the 4-time dual state championship team, hauling hay with Trent and Mr. Flanagan. Justin's favorites are hanging out with his squad, Nate and Josh, going fishing and mudding, and playing ping pong with his dad. His future plans are to attend OCU and become a physical therapist, marry a smoking hot girl, blonde that is, and have 2 children. Our junior attendant and her escort. Our senior attendant is Carly Ruth Crutchfield, the 17-year-old daughter of Julie and Jay Crutchfield. Her honors and activities include Collinsville Varsity Cheer Squad, National Honor Society, President of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and baseball trainer. Her favorites are reading Harry Potter, performing science experiences in biology with Pete and Lauren, eating chicken with Mallory, Future plans are to attend college, travel the world, move to Australia, never have kids, and live happily, a happy God-centered life. Ryan Haymaker is her escort. He is the 18-year-old son of Debbie and Roger Haymaker. His honors and activities include two-time district state champs in football, four-time dual and team state champions in wrestling. His favorites are God, family, and friends. Ryan's future, he plans to play college football, get a degree in engineering, get married, and have a family. Our senior attendant and her escort. Lily Jane Howard is our princess tonight. She is the 5-year-old daughter of Justin and Tara Howard and sister of Cannon Howard. Her favorites are looking lots of new things in pre-K, in her pre-K class with Mrs. Darlin and Mrs. Miller, learning tap and ballet and at Attitude Dance Studio, playing with her neat friend at Kelly's Jigsaw Puzzle, rolling out sugar cookie dough all by myself. Her future plans are dancing with her mom and dad, wrestling with her brother, Cannon in the living room, jam space, and her family and friends and her neighbors. Our little prince and crown bearer is Brody Jackson Dabbs. He is the son of Eric and Tiffany Dabbs and brother of Bella Dabbs. His honors and activities include being a pre-K student in Mrs. Darlin's class and his excellent ninja moves. Brody's favorites are Mom, Dad, and Lily Howard. His favorite future plans are to be a wrestler and a football player and play some Xbox. Tonight, the 2014-15 Wrestling Homecoming Queen is Mackenzie Kaylin Lawfer. She is the 18-year-old daughter of Eric and Kimberly Lawfer. Her honors and activities include NJHS, FCCLA, DECA, mat mating, becoming Collinsville's first female wrestler. She wants you to know that she is certified at 106 pounds. Her favorites include traveling, reading, and adventure with her boyfriend, loving boyfriend. Mackenzie's future plans are to attend OCU in the fall, major in fashion marketing, have a career in the fashion industry, marry the love of her life, move to Colorado and open her own clothing store, have a big family, and be a wrestling mom, and love every minute of her crazy, beautiful life. Mackenzie is escorted by James Wyatt Jordan, an 18-year-old son of Jennifer and Andy Jordan. His honors and activities include wrestling, being a member of last year's four-time dual state tournament champions, and four-time individual champs. His favorites are Barkley Lane, working with Jeff, and hanging out with friends and family. Wyatt's future plans are to wrestle at OCU, major in environmental science, move far north and live my life out there, get married and have kids. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2014-2015 Wrestling Homecoming Royalty. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll have a few minutes to take some pictures and do all that when they get down there in the area. And we'll pursue the wrestling match. I want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight. We still have one more wrestling match to go.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
Welcome back. We're here at Cardinal TV at Collinsville High School. We've got the junior high on one mat and the high school on the other. Again, this is the second match of the night. If you've been with us the whole night, you watched an exciting battle of Collinsville versus Skiatook. Collinsville all over Skiatook early, 52-12. They again, that 12 points may seem a little bit deceptive as Collinsville didn't wrestle a 184 wrestler, so they gave up 6 points right there. So really only forfeiting two close, hard-fought matches was Collinsville over Skiatook. Again, dominating that duel. Now tonight we have the second match for some of these guys. We have Xavier Colors of Collinsville wrestling Nick Coyle of Claremore. Nick Coyle of Claremore again going to be in the black, and Xavier Colors going to be in the red. This is the 106 class. Excuse me. You may hear it referred to one more time if you weren't here for the first one. You may hear it referred to as 108, 106 pound class. Now what happens is midway through the season, the state says you have to give these guys 2 more pounds. They're growing kids, so in order to stay safe and keep people where they want to be, you have to give them those 2 extra pounds. So this is 106 pound class, but they're allowed 108 right now. And again, Xavier Colors, who started early last match, comes out kind of refreshed, and he gets a near fall right now. He's looking to sink his hips down. He's got to get that left shoulder down in order to stop Nick Coyle, but Nick Coyle makes it out. So a quick 5 points there for Colors of the Cardinals. Colors again in the red singlet for Collinsville. Nick Coyle trying to battle again, trying to just get back and get that takes so much out of you to try and get up from a tough situation. You're sprawling, you're kicking, you're moving everything you can. You can't let both your shoulders on the ground. Now that's what the official's looking for. If you wonder how do they determine a pin, does his back have to be down, does his anything? It's not determined by anything but your shoulders. So he starts counting when they're past 45 degrees to the mat. That's called a near fall. So he's looking right now as Colors has him sets up. Now he can actually near fall him now. If he sets back, he tries to give him that 1 second, but he have to hold it for 2 seconds in order for it to hold. So he wasn't awarded any points right there. What you're looking for, the official's looking for, is a shoulder blade. So where is the shoulder at in relation? So you can have your lower back all the way up, but if your shoulders are down on the mat, that's going to be considered a pin. It's got to be both, and it has to be at the same consecutive time. So we have a good battle going over the rules a little bit here early, but Colors off to a quick start, up 5-0. Seems to be dominating Coyle right now. Coyle just a little bit underweight at 102.7 pounds, so Colors really using his weight, and he's really taking it to Coyle right now. Coyle with the headset down. Now it doesn't obstruct his vision. It's not a safety hazard. It's just you wear headsets to protect your ears. So the official's going to let it go right now in the last few seconds, and Colors picks up another 2 points. He only had 2 seconds there as he held it, and it's 7-0 in favor of Colors. Coyle elects to defend, and Colors takes the down position for the Cardinals. Colors, quick move. Again, you'll see fast movements here by the 106-pounders as they're small but quick. And a quick 1 point awarded once the official holds his hand out right there. He doesn't actually award the point yet. He's waiting to see, because if it's a reversal, it's worth 2. So if he can flip him over, it's worth 2 points. So he bends his hand, he awards 2 points. So he doesn't get the point for the escape because he technically didn't escape. He reversed the move. So it's 9-0 in favor of Colors, and now he's picking up near fall points. The max amount of near fall points you can pick up is 3. And Colors looks to finish it up. The official's going to look. Sometimes he'll run his hand under the shoulders to make sure that there's space between his shoulder and the mat. And the official saw everything he needed from Colors. Colors comes out and dominates 2 matches in a row to start off 6-0, and the Cardinals are up early. So Colors puts the Cardinals up early again in this match. And we see a good battle there by Coyle the first period, but just couldn't hold on that second period. And Coach Jackson of the Claremore Zebras, gives his guy a pat and says, "Hey man, that's just a tough one." We got Tracy Reeder for the Claremore Zebras in the black, and Gunnar Ham. Again, most of these guys from Collinsville, they're wrestling their second match of the night, so you'll see a little bit of substitutions, but mainly you'll see guys who are just putting everything they have out there tonight to get this finished up for Collinsville as they face a tough test here in the Claremore Zebras. Ham finished off his first opponent pretty quick tonight, and was in the middle of the second period. He was able to get the pin in versus Skiatook in his match there. So we've got Reeder wrestling tonight for Claremore. Claremore. He's going to be in the black, and Ham looks to work early. A lot of shooting. Good move there by Reeder, and he's awarded the 2 points. So Reeder looks like he's in bad shape, sets his hips down, gets the legs of Ham, and is able to achieve the takedown. So the first 2 points of this match going to Reeder. Ham tries to get up, and he's taken back down. Now he's working the reversal, and it looks like once he gets that arm down, a good reversal there by Ham. So it's a 2-2 match. Ham quickly with the equalizer. A little bit longer is Reeder. So Reeder's using a little bit of that length. He's able to escape. So he straightens his legs out, straightens his arms out. He escapes. So now Reeder takes back the lead at a 3-2 match. Another good shot there by Ham. Reeder tries to escape out, and it looks like he will. So they're going to be in an up position. Coach Jackson of the Zebras is telling him, hey, make sure you move your feet. You're keeping your feet still. That's why he's able to get that ankle pick on you. Good shot there by Reeder. Reeder picks him up. Ham is able to hold on to his legs. If he can pull that leg out, he can sustain. Ham, no points awarded right now. They're trying to tell Reeder to go to his hip right now. Reeder goes to his hip. Now what he needs to do is he has to pull his arm and leg out, and he can achieve the takedown. He pulls both arms out, which should have let the leg of Ham escape. And we have a pretty good lock right now. The official's going to let it hold until both these guys don't do anything, and he's going to stop it and bring him back up to the middle, which is what he does. You hear coach of the Zebras telling his guys, hey, you're this close. You're real close, man. You got to finish off that move. So the final seconds of the first period, a good battle here, 3-2 in favor of Reeder of Claremore. Green defers, so that's Ham deferring. And red, who's Tracy Reeder here, he's going to take the down position. Again, the components of the up and down position. The guy on the up position has to put one hand on the elbow of the side he's on, and he has to put one hand on the waist. Ham in some bad shape here. He's got to keep that. He's got to free his legs, sit his hips back. He needs to sit his hips back. Reeder's got a hold of both his arms. Right now, Ham's able to flip it, but Reeder's awarded with the 2 points of the reversal. So now it's 5-2 in favor of Reeder. And they'll work for hand control. Sometimes at this position, it doesn't look like a lot's going on, but I urge you to see if you can watch their hands and their feet. One foot's captured, one hand's captured. One hand's captured, one foot's captured. So it goes back and forth, a whole lot of back and forth from both these guys as they try to achieve the position they want. Reeder tries to hook a leg in, doesn't get it, but he's able to isolate the left leg of Ham, and then now he puts the hook in. So you're going to see a tough crossface here by Reeder as he tries to turn Ham. If he can get that right arm trapped, Ham's going to be in some bad shape. Reeder tries to go for both legs, doesn't quite get it. Ham kicks out. Reeder goes for the ankle pick with one leg hook in, and then he goes back to the leg, achieves the second leg hook. He sits up. Now if he can get that head down and pull that arm back behind him, he's going to have Ham in a bad position. Reeder needs to get rid of one of those leg hooks by extending his legs, called donkey kick. He's going to kick back as hard as he can. You see him doing it, and he needs to get those legs out from behind him. One of the other options he has is he's able to kick forward and throw Reeder off the front. Official's seen enough, not enough battling for a position there, and he sets it up. It's now 25 seconds left to go in the second period. It's 2-5 in favor of Reeder of Claremore. Ham sets in for, he's going to try and switch. So you sit your rear end back, but he left an arm behind. Reeder tries to use it to get back, and he's not able to quite make it happen. He's got his arm back behind him now. If he can keep pushing and keep rotating, it's important for Ham right now to rotate with Reeder and keep that arm down tight with 3 seconds left to go in the second period. He's got him in almost a snake position. And saved by the bell, if you will, is Ham right now as Ham looks to his coach for what he should do. Coach Harden says, hey, we're going to go stand up right now, and we're going to have you take this guy down. 2-5 in this 113 battle early on. Claremore in favor of Claremore. Good shot there by Ham. Reeder uses his length to get out. Tries to switch. Does Ham. And Reeder's awarded 2 more points for jumping on the back there. So now it's 7-2, and Reeder's opening up a lead right now on Ham. Reeder's got 1 leg hook in. No, he doesn't. Excuse me. That leg's over the top of his legs, but he's working to try and get, it looks like he's trying to go half Nelson with his right hand, and he drops it to gain arm control. It's really important that Ham gets his legs out or pushes Reeder over his head. Those are the 2 options he has. He has 1 leg kind of trapped right now. He needs to straighten out, keep both arms from being isolated, keep him from getting into both leg hooks. You have him, he can grip his hands together, palm to palm. He can't interlace his fingers, and he can't grab his own wrist from the top position. So that's what the official's looking for, is if Reeder grabs his own wrist, he can't do that. He can grab his hands in a palm-to-palm motion, force Reeder's head down, and you'll see his left arm go through his armpit, try and pull him back. Tough crossface there from Reeder. 35 seconds left to go. Ham's looking to battle. He's down 5. And Reeder with a good ride out right now, able to control the hands of the body of Ham, really, by sinking those leg hooks in and by fighting Ham all the way through. 15 seconds left to go in the match. And Reeder, still working real hard, and you have to wonder how much did Ham's first match really bother him. A good hard torque as he pushes him in. He needs to straighten his legs out and suck the upper body in as he tries for the near fall. And that's the end of the match. It's a tough one there for Ham as Reeder just got the best of him. A little bit of length and a little bit of opposition there. Puts a 3 points on the board for Claremore early. So Tracy Reeder takes it for him. And 120 pounds, Claremore does not, Collinsville does not have a wrestler. So Tyler Ritchie is going to receive a forfeit. So just like that, it's 6 points awarded to Claremore due to forfeit. So the Zebras are up 9-6 early in this match as we jump into the 126-pounders, 128-pounders depending on how you look at it. Parker Price in the black for Claremore, and Nate Kime in his second match of the night for the Collinsville Cardinals. Kime, who had a pretty good battle but was able to finish out with a pin in the first match, looks to really take it to Price here early. A little bit of length for Price. Kime's working a little bit more strength. Price is working the length, and he's going to see if he can keep Kime at bay till he can get a good shot in. He sucks him in, gets a good shot, but the official says he's off the mat. So what constitutes being off the mat is both feet, or at least 2 feet, 1 foot from each wrestler being out of the ring, or he has 2 feet and the other wrestler's not in control. So what they look for is you can drag both of your feet if you weren't just coming from out of bounds. So if you have your 2 feet, you're in bounds, you get a takedown there at the very end, then he can award those 2 points for you, providing your toes are still in bounds. It's a little bit of the referee's discretion there, but they do a good job of keeping it straight on the up and up. Right now in the early stages, it's Kime versus Price in a good battle, 0-0. Kime looks to set him up, goes to sweep for an ankle pick, doesn't quite get it. Price again, he's going to use his length here. He's going to keep his arms on Kime. He's going to keep stretching him out, and you see Kime trying for shots, not able to get at Price's legs. Kime with another shot that's off. Official says you're going back to the middle with 40 seconds left to go in this first period. It's still a 0-0 deadlock as Kime keeps shooting. Price keeps defending well. Price looks for a shot. Comes right back up as Kime looks to capitalize. Both work in position. You'll see a lot of push, a lot of pulls. Kime's got his arm trapped. He's going to see if he can get his arm and head trapped. Now, he can't lock his hands up here. He can't lock his hands right there because they're in the standing position. So he can't lock his hands and attempt to throw from the standing position. 15 seconds left to go in this first period. Kime's still looking for his first points of the night, first points of the match. Price defending well. Kime stands up. Looks to set up, looks to hip check. Price defending well, so that's the end of the first period. Kime and Price at a deadlock. So Green's going to take down. That's Nate Kime. He's going to elect to take the down position straight off, and he's going to try to get up and earn the first point of this match for the Cardinals. Good control here by Price, but Kime straight standing up. If he can control the hands, a good reversal attempt as he goes for the switch. You'll see Price has to keep moving with Kime's waist. Now Kime puts his body weight into Price. If Kime can get that left arm out and spin, he'll achieve those 2 points. Right now he still have advantage. See, with Price having that leg in and that arm in, you're not getting near fall points as Kime, but he's about to. He got the reversal right now, and he's getting near fall points right now. So it's all part of one movement. Price with a good move gets gets his leg around Kime's head, but not before Kime gets a 3-point near fall. So 5 points awarded for Kime there. Price with a good move to avoid the fall, but he's still down. Finds himself down 5 with a minute in the first match. A minute in the second period. Kime quick to get up, and Price looks up. Now Price will go in the down position, and Kime will be on top. Kime's looking to break him down, grab hand position against a lankier guy. You want to try and keep your body on top of him, keep him moving. Now he's going for a roll. Doesn't quite have the hands. He's able to achieve the roll, but he gets a quick 2-second near fall, and he comes back up. So 7 points now for Kime to nothing for Price. Kime's still working. Got to break him down. Price builds up. Kime's off one side. He's got his foot behind his knee. Now Kime all the way to the side. Price attempts a roll. Not quite out of it. 30 seconds left to go here in the second period. Kime still showing control of the back of Price and keeps him down. So a good battle here finds Kime up 7-0 here with 30 seconds left to go in this second period. A little bit quick movement there. They're going to have a tying of a shoe, I think, is equipment thing the official's looking at. And as we look to get started in the last 30 seconds of this second period. Kime sinks a leg in. He works one side, works the other. He's got potential for 2 leg hooks, but Price is a little bit lanky. And you want to be careful putting leg hooks in on a lanky guy. He's able to kick out of those real easy, and he can reverse on you. So he goes to the upper body. Looks to wear Price down with hand control. Good crossface by Kime. And you'll see that the official watches for those crossfaces. Now it's called a crossface. He's gonna put his arm across the face of the guy on bottom and try to grab his shoulder. Now it's gonna eliminate, the head's gonna turn, the body's gonna pull with him pulling that shoulder, and that's how you get him to roll. So that's called a crossface. You're gonna put your arm across his face. So in the third period, Price elects the top position. And Kime's up, but he got Kime right back down. It's 7-0 in favor of Collinsville's Kime. Kime looking to get Price off one side. Price swings from one side to the other. Price looking to roll Kime. I believe he had a half Nelson in, or attempting to get a half Nelson in behind Kime, but not able to achieve it, and they're off the mat. 1:40 left to go. Price on top of Kime right now as he looks to roll Kime. Now, right now, his main thing he's going to want to do, we have an injury, it looks like, as he rolls. Price goes down. He's got a knee brace on that left knee, and he heard a little bit of stuff as he grabs that knee. We have an injury timeout right now. So as we get an injury timeout, we'll try and figure out what's going on with Nate Kime. He's up 7-0 in the third period of this match. We'll go to an injury timeout, and we'll go to a quick commercial break. You're watching Cardinal TV.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
You're watching In Progress. We're back. Nate Kime seemed to be okay. He gave Coach Harden the heads up, and they were able to move forward. Kime, again, now he's going to be favoring that left knee a little bit, but he got it extended as they started back, and he seems to be all right. So 7-0 with 1 minute left to go in this match, and Price is going to try to extend, try and swing Kime as best he can. Now, he's got him to where if he can sit his leg back, Kime holding the leg of Price. Kime needs to get his head out. Right now, he's got an arm out, so if he can get his arm around Price, he can spin him. So the official still not able to award a near fall right now as Price tries to spin it. Makes a good move there, but no points as Kime keeps rolling through and is able to get his head out. 40 seconds left to go in the match. Price has to look right now for near fall points or a pin almost, and he's controlling right now as he's got a good leg hook in. But Kime, if he can spin right now and put his arm around Price, he can have 2 points for a reversal. But he looks to control the leg of Price and ride this out. 20 seconds left to go in the match. A good match, 7-0 in favor of Kime. And they're out of bounds with 14.4 seconds left. Coach Jackson of the Zebras says, hey, we got to ride him. You got to keep him down because if he lets Kime up right now in the last 14 seconds left, it's going to be a major decision, which is 4 points awarded for the Cardinals rather than 3. So a big 15 seconds right here, as if Kime can get up, it's going to be a 4 points awarded to the Cardinals rather than 3, and that's the difference in the lead and the tie. So both teams looking for a lot out of these last 14.4 seconds. Again, both guys moving a little bit quick as they both understand what's up at what's happening here at the final 15 seconds of this match. Got a lot of quick movements. And they're going to let it go. So 13 seconds left. Kime's looking to get up, and they just make it to the end of the match. So we've got 10 seconds left. Quick 4 seconds off the clock. Kime knows he needs to get up to help his team. Price knows he needs to ride him to help his team. Kime gets up, looking to turn. He's looking to spin. He's got a leg. He's got to pull his body out. 5 seconds left. He's got to get his head out. Price is holding on tight. 2 seconds, 1 second, and it looks like he's going to hold. So a good battle there by Price. Kime will come away with the victory, but it won't be a major decision, and it can't be the thing he's looking for. So Price does a good move for his team, and it makes it tied right now at 9-9. So Kime with the victory sets us up for 132 pounds. Cretan Castle and Justin Walker for the Cardinals. So Cretan Castle for the Claremore Zebras is going to battle Justin Walker for the Cardinals, and it looks like we're going to spray off a little bit of a blood spot. The official wants to make sure he gets everything off of there from the last match and make sure it's a good save for the next match of Walker and Castle. While we're here, we're going to read you some of our sponsors who help us bring this to you tonight. Rogers State University, jteamdesign.com, Bigfoot Prints, Body Coach, All Red Hardware, and RCB Bank. That's my bank. They allow us to bring this Cardinal TV to you live so you can watch your favorite wrestlers as they look to continue on their 4-year dominance of this or in this class in the wrestling sport of wrestling. Whew. Good shot early from Walker as he takes down Castle and works to get 2 points. Castle quick to get back. He's going to be in the down position now, and Walker's going to look to ride. Walker puts Castle down. Walker picks him up, sweeps the leg, and he's going to put Castle back down. So good battle by Castle to get up. Walker keeps putting him back down. Walker looks to spin him now if he can Hook that leg. He's got his arm back behind him. He's going to push, keep pushing around. Good defensive move there by Castle as Castle tries to battle this snake move, it looks like. No, this is a bulldog move. Now what he's going to do is, you see how the left arm of Castle's behind his back almost. You want to push under his arm and over his shoulder, and you want to set him down on his back. Now you're using his own body to push himself back. So we do have a near fall there from Walker, but it looks like he's not going to get the pin. So another 3 points awarded to Walker with about a minute left to go in this first period. Puts him up 5-0. Castle sits back and tries to escape. So that move, what he does is he uses the arm of Castle against himself, makes him work his own body back to push his shoulder down on the mat. A lot of anatomy used in the wrestling moves. A lot of knowing how the shoulder works. A lot of knowing how the leg works. A lot of knowing the pivot points. You'll see them use their head on the underside of an arm to get it back behind where you can use it. So they'll use the head. You'll see legs intertwined. You'll see hands intertwined. Right now they're fighting for hand position, good hand position, as Castle looks to kind of kick off Walker. Walker achieves good arm position. He's able to hold on to Castle and finish off. It looks like he's going to finish off this first period up 5-0. Castle sits up, tries for hand control, can't quite get Walker off him, and it's going to be 5-0 in favor of Walker starting the second period. Walker's going to defer. Castle's going to defer. Walker's going to take the down position for the Cardinals. Walker sets up. Again, if you don't know, the top position, you have to put one arm. The side that you're on, you have to put one arm on the elbow and your other arm on the waist, no further than halfway across the guy on the bottom position. Now, what you can't do, you cannot interlock your hands if you're on the top position. You cannot grab your hands. You see the official, he's saying you have your hand way back. You have to have it midway across the body. You can't have it all the way across, can't have it not across. You have to have it just on midway across the body there. And he warns Castle, lets him know what he's doing wrong and where he needs him to change. Walker keeps trying to battle. Castle keeps fighting. Again, you can't grab your own arm, so you want to control his arm down, grab his arm with your off arm, and keep him down on the mat. You can really stretch him out if you can do that from the top position. From the bottom position, you got to fight for hand position, work your arms out, work your legs out, as he tries for what's called a switch there, which means Walker's trying to sit down, swing his arm, grab the leg of Castle, the leg that's usually hanging out there, and pull it back. He wasn't able to do that there, but Walker's going to continue battle from the bottom position, up 5-0 in the second period. Castle working pretty well. He's got one leg hook in, but Castle's a little bit longer, and Walker's trying to work another switch, which is dangerous. Castle tries to get over the top of him. Walker achieves the reversal, and if he can pull his head out, his head right out from under him. There you go. Castle's in a bad position right now as he's looking to get rolled. Leg control by Walker. He's going to try and pull that shoulder back and roll his arm down. Now, Castle battles the hand of Walker. He's going to hold on to that hand right there, and he's going to keep it down across. Walker goes for the crossface. If he can pull that left shoulder of Castle down, he's got his hips trapped, and he can roll him. The hips come out for Castle, 7-0 in favor of Walker. And you see Walker now using his head to try and trap the left arm of Castle. Walker controlling the legs of Castle with that right arm, not allowing Castle to step through or do anything that he doesn't want him to do, and really not able to rotate as much as he'd like to. 12.3 seconds left in this second period. A good match at 132 pounds as the Collinsville Cardinals are tied with Claremore Zebras 9-9. The excitement you're hearing right now is a Claremore Zebra pinning the Collinsville Cardinal right there in the junior high match, which is right now 24-12 in favor of Collinsville. And we finished that match, finished the second period. We're going into the third. Walker up 7-0. Castle's going to take the down position. It's all tied up. It's 9-9. the Cardinals giving up 6 points by not having a 120-pound wrestler tonight. And so the Cardinals have won 2 matches. They've won one with a pin and one with a fall. And the Zebras have won 1 match with just by decision, and another match was given to them by forfeit. What Walker's going to look to do right now is eliminate the length of Castle, by keeping him in tight. He's going to fold him in tight, and that's what he's doing right now. Walker's battling for hand position, kicks that leg out. Walker's going to want to control those legs again. He's going to sit his hips back, and he got back on top of him. Castle looks to sit back. Walker assists him by pulling him back. Now he can't hold on to that neck. He can wrap his arm around it, but you can't use that neck as a pivot point. Now the official's using the near fall points. He's got 2, it looks like, as Castle tries to pull a reversal. A good quick switch there by Castle, but it's not going to work. And Walker's looking to pull Castle out. And, well, he was looking to roll him, and he gave up on that move as Castle defended it well. It's still 9-0 in favor of Walker. Roll attempt there by Castle. Now this is what happens if you get caught in the roll attempt. You're in a bad position if the guy sees it coming and loosens up a little bit and is able to catch you on your back. So he didn't finish the roll. He's got him in almost a half Nelson. Walker's going to need to pull that arm. He's trying to use his right arm to pull those legs across. He needs to pull that arm all the way down and sink it in. He didn't sink it in, so he's only allowed the near fall, which makes it 12-0 in favor of Walker. Now, in the final seconds, if Walker can get another fall, it's going to be a tech fall, which is going to be 5 points awarded to Collinsville. So Walker's working for the tech fall right now in the last seconds, and it looks like it's going to end up a major decision, 12-0. That's going to be 4 points awarded to Justin Walker tonight, and that's going to put the Cardinals up 13-9 as they take their first lead of the match. And another wrestler wrestling twice tonight. Rice Haymaker is going to be wrestling Josiah Solomon. Josiah Solomon in the black, Rice Haymaker in the red for the Cardinals. Solomon pushing Haymaker right now. A lot of moving hands around, and trying to obstruct the view of the other one as they try and push back and forth. Haymaker was pretty decisive in his first match. He was able to get a pin in the beginning seconds of the second period, and he faces a tough battle here in Solomon so far. Solomon tries to push Haymaker off the center. Solomon with a good shot. Haymaker defends easily. What they're working for, you'll see a lot of times, if you can get a good grip on the back of the head and you have inside hand, you're going to keep that elbow in tight, and you're able to control every shot he takes. If you can keep arm control, you can control every shot he takes. He can't shoot on you at all. So they battle for inside position. Good attempt there by Solomon. He's just not able to get Haymaker. You see Haymaker drag his toes as he's trying to get the 2 points from a reversal there right before they go out of bounds. Still 0-0. Haymaker with a good shot, a deep single leg in. Now he pulls it out, breaks down Solomon. Haymaker has to pull his arm out, get his hand over the head. And a good move by Solomon to get out. And he's able to defend it. So he defends it tough. Defended tough by Solomon. He's going to push Haymaker out of bounds. And they go back to the center, tied at 0. Solomon continues to push forward on Haymaker. Now, it led to a deep shot there by Haymaker, but Solomon's able to defend well and achieves a stalemate. 30 seconds left to go. Still looking for the first points of this match. A lot of throwing around, a lot of back and forth. Neither one of them had control, as both of them looked like they could have achieved the takedown right there. Out of bounds there, as you see the foot of Solomon just cresting the line as Haymaker was all the way out of bounds. Still 0-0 here as we come to the end of the first period in this match. Both guys battling back and forth. Some good defense, some good offense we've seen so far. Some shooting, some good defense of that. Really, both guys able to push, and then able to get good shots, but good defense by the other. Makes it so far a 0-0 match between Rice Haymaker and Solomon of Skiatook. Haymaker's going to take the down position, and Solomon's going to be on top. Haymaker looks for the switch, rolls the other way real quick, and he achieves a quick escape for the first point of the match. And they're back to neutral. Good deep shot by Haymaker, and that's going to put Solomon down 3-0 now. No points. Excuse me. Yeah, that puts him down 3-0 right now. And Haymaker looks to convert on the takedown. Haymaker's looking to trap the left arm of Solomon right now, getting it down to his waist. If he can get that arm down and pull it from behind him, he can torque his whole body. That may sound confusing if you've never seen it before, but if you've done it before, you understand that if you've been in that position, it's no fun, and if you ever put somebody in that position, it's really easy to use that to really get him in a bad position. So 1 minute into the second period, a quick 3 points there from Haymaker as he tries to attempt a crossface and achieve good arm control on Solomon. It's just not working. He traps the arm. As Solomon's going to look to post up, he tries a switch of his own, doesn't quite work. Haymaker's all on top of him, breaks him down by hooking in a leg. And Haymaker achieves a lock on the leg. I believe he's locked that foot in. So if he can reach that other leg, he can pull, or the other arm, excuse me, he can pull him all the way back and over. And his coach is calling for it right now. He has the lock. Right now, he's got to push that head down, grab under the arm with the same arms that's pushing the head down, and pull him back when he's got the opposite leg attached. So he's trying for a crossface. He's trying to get that arm across. With 2 seconds left to go here in the second period, it looks like he's not going to achieve it. So a good period there by Haymaker makes it 3-0. Solomon immediately takes neutral position. Both guys are going to start off standing up. Rice Haymaker with a good quick shot. Again, a single leg and a takedown of Solomon. So it makes it 5-0 in favor of Haymaker. So Haymaker makes the same move he did last time. A good quick little hip height is what we used to call it, where he just feigns one way, slides in, grabs that right hand right at the hip. He's able to change levels and pick up Solomon and take him down. Solomon right now trying to get up. Haymaker right now riding. They're both working hand position. Haymaker's got a good wrap on his hip right there. A deep wrap with his left arm. He's going to look to pull in that right arm. See if he can't get him in what we used to call a bulldog, which is where you can get his arm down to his waist, reach between his legs, grab that arm, and you can control him any way you can. But he avoids that. He's got a lock right now on his legs. So right now Solomon's not going anywhere, but the official says, hey, you're not working too much, not working enough. So he brings them both back to the middle with 1 minute left to go in this third period. 5-0 in favor of Rice Haymaker over Josiah Solomon. Solomon needs to get up and achieve a fall. Going for the cradle is Haymaker. He abandons that, tries to pull the arm back into Solomon. Solomon extends his arm and defends it well. Haymaker looking to stretch him out, gets 1 foot lock in. No, I'm sorry, not a lock. That's just a hook. He's got 1 single hook. Now he's locked in with his other leg. And he's going to look to grab that upper arm. You see him trying to work his hand down under the arm, and you see Solomon immediately bring that knee in to defend that. If he can get that hand underneath and pull that arm up, he can really work that torque and really get him turned over. All the excitement, we're down here to the last couple seconds. It's 5-0. Haymaker does everything he can. He comes up with the win, only achieving 3 more points for Collinsville, and you can see Haymaker's not too happy with that outcome, but it still gives 3 more points to the Cardinals, makes it 16-9. Coach Harden's going to say, hey, Rice, you did a good match. He just battled. A lot of battle back and forth there. And Haymaker was looking for more out of himself. A great match right there from those two for a 5-0 Collinsville win. Going to the 147 right now, Eli Tanner in the red singlet for the Collinsville Cardinals is going to face Josh Parzale for the Zebras of Claremore. And he's going to be Parzale in the black, Tanner in the red. Tanner fresh off of his win again in the Sapulpa meet, the Sapulpa Invitational, this past weekend. So he was the tournament champion there, looking for big things from him down the stretch. Tanner had a good match in his first match. Tough, back and forth, and Tanner was able to achieve the pin after, I think it was 2.5 rounds. So, good back and forth. Tanner achieves the takedown, or he achieves back, but it was just when they were both off. You see Tanner was off. He had to spin him to get back on. He hadn't established himself back inbounds, so the official said, hey, no, that's enough. You guys are both out. We'll start back up in the middle. Tanner on his second match of the night. Again, did well in his first match, but was a little bit longer probably than he anticipated, and so he's working right now to battling, giving everything he can to make sure he finishes this match off. Again, we see good position for Tanner, but just off the mat, off the edge of the mat there, and the official brings it back to the middle. Still 0-0 with 1 minute left to go. Good shots from both of these guys have kept the official on his toes as they've been pushing out of bounds, and each time they come back to the middle ready to battle again. Shot there by Parzell. Parzell looks to work a little bit of inside hands there and keeps Tanner at bay. Tanner now with that hand on the shoulder defeats Parzell's shots easy. Parzell goes back up top, tries to shoot low. That's going to be he tries to do a single leg, kind of like a fireman's carry there, if he can achieve it. So you see a lot of pushing, and he'll give ground, push back. See them both go for the feet. And so far they're not successful. Good shot there by Parzell, and he's going to go off the ring, with 2.9 seconds left. No points in this match so far. Quick shot by Parzell, but that's going to get Tanner enough time to achieve the 2-point reversal. And Coach Jackson not happy about that one, as he says, Parzell, you shot and then stopped. With 2.9 seconds left, that allows Tanner the chance to steal those 2 points. Parzell likes to go down, Tanner on top. Tanner immediately breaks down Parzell, tries for the hand control. Parzell extends his arm out, trying to defeat Tanner's hand control. Parzell's working to try and hook that leg of Tanner and mainly get his arm out so he doesn't get rolled back and broke back down. Tanner tries for the roll. Parzell rolls through it, and he's able to get up. So now it's 2-1 in favor of Tanner. Tanner in the red, Parzell in the black. And a good battle right here for them. Parzell tries a tough move. Tanner defeats it, and Tanner's working for position right now, and he breaks it up as Parzell does well to keep his arm on Tanner's leg. Parzell ducks down. Parzell really pushing some pace, but his coach telling him, use your head, be smart now. Don't give him free points like you did at the end of the first period. Tanner just waiting, using his strength, trying to work inside. Continues to try and work inside, wait for Parzell to shoot, and then looks to reverse, just like right now. Parzell keeps that arm up, though, and is successful at defending Tanner. And Tanner waits for Parzell to shoot again, tries to get around, in the same story. Third chapter of this period. 45 seconds left to go. Parzell's trying to keep that arm up. Tanner's going to try and put that arm down and see if he can't spin on Parzell. Parzell with a good battle. Tanner tries to spin him. They both go off the mat. And the official brings them back to center. Now they're going to be at neutral because Parzell achieved his escape. Parzell right now works the push. The official told Tanner he needs to work a little bit more here. 15 seconds left to go in this second period. 2-1 in favor of Tanner. Parzell really working the head there of Tanner. You have to wonder how long the official's going to let that last of him just pushing his head right over. But official lets it go. So far he's called a really fair, good match for both these teams. It's 2-1. Parzell getting coached by Harden. Coach Harden says, hey, you're going to take the down position and you're going to get up. You got to work, you got to get up. 2 minutes left to go in this match. It's 2-1 in favor of Tanner of Collinsville. He's in the red. And Parzell in the black. Tanner able to get out, and it looks like he's trying to spin it into a reversal. He's awarded the 1 point for the escape. And Parzell battles to get him out. So it's now 3-1 in favor of Tanner as they go to a neutral position for the last minute 50 seconds of this match. Tanner sets in. Parzell not quite as quick as he was at the beginning. Goes for a shot. Tanner looks to reverse. Parzell keeps his arm up to stop Tanner from doing it. Tanner tries to throw him one direction, move the other. Not quite working for Tanner. Parzell keeps trying to shoot. He's got a good control of that leg. Tanner tries to spin. This time Parzell doesn't have his hand in the way, and Tanner achieves 2 more points to make it 5-1 in favor of Collinsville. Official says they're out of bounds. Parzell's going to go down this time, and Tanner will have to be on top. 5-1 advantage Tanner. Parzell tries to extend. Tanner straightens him out. Tanner looking to break him down. Fights for hand control. Parzell tries to get up. Posts one arm out on the mat. Tanner trying to use that hand. Suck it right back. Parzell, able to grab a leg of Tanner. So Tanner has to look to escape so he doesn't get the reversal. Parzell still hasn't established his escape. Tanner's able to get back on top, so he has not yet achieved that 1 point for the escape. So until Parzell gets his leg out of there, there's no achievement for the escape. The official says they're not doing anything. Parzell back in the down position. Tanner on top. Tanner back on top. 5-1 in favor of Tanner in the red singlet. He's going to take the top position. He looks to roll Parzell right now. And Parzell fighting for good position. 40 seconds left to go in this match. Parzell up on all fours. He gets out. Doesn't establish he's out yet. Doesn't get the 1 point. He tries for the reversal instead with 25 seconds left to go. Hasn't quite yet achieved in the official's eyes. He's got advantage, but he's trying to give him the reversal, and he does. So Parzell picks up 2 points, and now it's 5-3 with 15 seconds left to go. Tanner's going to take the neutral position, and with Tanner's going to be in the down position. Parzell on top. Parzell down by 2 points. 15.8 seconds left to go, and he knows he either has to let him up and try to take him down twice or ride him. So 12 seconds left to go. He's trying to work the side, trying to roll Tanner with everything he can. Tanner stays down, tries to defeat the hands of Parzell. Parzell has to try and flip him right now. Doesn't get it. And that's going to be the end of a hard-fought match. 5-3, and that's going to be Tanner's second win of the night to give the Collinsville Cardinals. Now they have a 10-point lead, 19-9 in favor of Collinsville. So another good battle there from some guys who've had to fight all night. Tanner comes back to the bench having 2 successful matches, that one going the distance, and he ends up taking that for the win. Right now we have Tony Cardinal of Collinsville and Caleb Hines of Claremore at the 152 pounds, at the 152-pound match, Connor came in. He wrestled hard that first match. He was one of the losses from Collinsville, but just a real close loss. Could have gone either way. And Connor really battled that whole time. You have to wonder how it's going to affect him versus Hines. Hines out quick. Connor tried to take a shot, didn't quite make it all the way through, and Hines able to achieve his back. So 2 points for Hines. Hines has his arm, tries to get him down, and it looks like he's going to end up pinning Connors with a nifty move there. Hines with a tough battle. Connors got his shoulder pulled just a little too far and couldn't quite get out. and Hines achieves the win. So that makes it 19-15. Collinsville still ahead, but it's just a one match pin, if there is a pin, for Collinsville. For Claremore to get back. So we move into 160 pounds. We have Gus Espinoza in the black. For the Zebras in the black. And for the Cardinals, Ryan Haymaker at 160.4 pounds for the Cardinals. A lot of movement early there by Espinoza as he's up and down and up and down. Haymaker looking to defend a little bit. Espinoza shoots. Haymaker shoots, Haymaker gets him, spins him over. So far, nothing's achieved until Haymaker can get that leg out. Once he pulls that leg out, he gets the 2 points. So right now the official's saying it's even right now. Nobody has actually established that they've gotten position. Until Haymaker's able to pull that leg out and get it back over the body of Espinoza. Espinoza battles. The official's going to continue to let them both see if they can battle for position. They both have each other's legs. Haymaker finally awarded the 2 points for working to a good position and able to try and get a cradle. He's going to try and cradle him once he gets that leg out. So 2 points awarded. Espinoza down. Haymaker's already got the 2 points, and they're off the mat. So a good battle back and forth there for about a minute. And Espinoza will have to be in the bottom position with Haymaker on top. 50 seconds left to go in this first period. Espinoza gets up quick. Haymaker's able to take him right back down. And Haymaker pushes to the edge of the match. Official says he's off the mat. 35 seconds left to go. Haymaker and Espinoza locked in a 2-0 battle in favor of Haymaker right now. And Haymaker is going to be on top. Official calls for Haymaker to take his position. Haymaker does. Takes Espinoza back down. Haymaker sinks the leg in. Espinoza tries to spin, but Haymaker gets him in a nice move with his arm across his body. And the officials giving near fall points. Gave him 2, so it's going to be 2 more points for Haymaker once he gets up and moves around. 2 points now is awarded to Haymaker. So the difference is it's not immediately given. They want to see if you have to finish out the move or adjust. So he's awarded the 2 points, but he's not immediately given it until he sees whether he can build on that 2-point lead. He does not. Switches up his hands, goes for a different move. That makes it 4-0 Haymaker. Haymaker defers. Espinoza defers. Haymaker takes the down position. Haymaker again in the red singlet. Espinoza in the black. It's a 160-pounders. And we're moving into the later stages of this duel. It's 19-15 in favor of Collinsville with Haymaker on top. Haymaker tries to get out. Espinoza slams him back down. Haymaker attempts to get a good position. Espinoza with a good crossface. Haymaker pulls that arm off, and he attempts to stand up himself. Haymaker hip checks Espinoza if he could pull that leg, but she doesn't quite get that leg. So if he could have pulled that leg, it would have been a good chance for a reversal, but he doesn't. Espinoza continues to work on top and try to get position on Haymaker. Haymaker stretched out as they near the edge of the mat, and the official sees both guys off the mat and brings it back to the center. Haymaker will be on bottom, just his shoes, and we're back to the action with 1:18 left to go in this second period. Espinoza on top of Haymaker. Espinoza grabs a leg, keeps Haymaker down. You'll see that a lot. They'll switch the arm from that was on the elbow and pull that leg back out. If they can pull that leg out, keep good position with their hand on their hip, they can really stretch out the guy on bottom, and it keeps him from standing up quickly. Haymaker trying to stand up. Doesn't want to go to the edge of the mat. Feels like he has a good position here. If he can grab the leg that's sitting out there of Espinoza, he can potentially get a reverse there, but Espinoza controlling his hips pretty well, and he's got a crossface on Haymaker. Now Espinoza's looking to hook that leg, and the official says they're just too far off the mat, and they're going to have him go back to the middle. So for the third time in this round, Haymaker's going to be down. He's up in points 4-0, and Espinoza will take the top position. Espinoza settles in. Haymaker starts to move. 30 seconds left to go in this second period, excuse me. And Espinoza keeps working all the way to left. Haymaker tries to roll him, and he got no points there as it was only 1 second. So that's the trouble. If you try and roll from the bottom position and you don't achieve it, then you can end up with yourself on your back. If you don't, it all comes down to you holding his hand. So you keep his arm on your belly where it's at, and then that will force him to roll through with you, and you can control him and reverse it very easy. Haymaker not able to control that arm. He's able to pull that arm out and put him in a bad position, but no points awarded because it was only 1 second at a time. The official and Coach Jackson of Claremore not liking it, and Collinsville still up 4-0 as Espinoza takes the down position here in this third period. Start off this third period. Haymaker working for hand control, I think. Looks like you see it a lot. You see the arms go up, the arms go back. The arms go up, the arms go back. And all it is just working one thing then the other. Espinoza defends very well there on Haymaker as he tries to pull him and roll him when he's got one of his legs, one hook, onto his left leg. Real quick, an update again as you hear the speaker mention the junior high for Collinsville come out successful at 36-27. This one a little bit more Collinsville's way than when they faced Skiatook, but they were able to be successful tonight both times. They were able to take Skiatook and Claremore down. Good news for the feeder teams there for the junior high as they'll be the varsity here next year and the next coming years especially. So Haymaker still on top. 1 minute left to go. Espinoza has to get out, and he has to take down Haymaker twice or take him down and achieve near fall. Now we've seen Haymaker give Espinoza some chances, but Espinoza trying hard to get back up. Haymaker's able to get him down, and he's now able to achieve near fall points. So Haymaker's going to achieve, once he gets to that 5 count, he achieves 3 near fall points. So what happens with the near fall points? Anywhere once he gets past 2, he gets 2 points until he achieves 5 seconds or a 5 count there, and then he gets 3 near fall points. So Haymaker's going to get enough to get 7 points. Right now it's awarded as we go to the last 10 seconds of this match. Haymaker up 7-0. If he can achieve 1 more near fall there, it would be a major decision in favor of Haymaker, but it looks like with the last couple seconds, Espinoza is going to put good defense on. So 7-0 there as Haymaker's able to convert with the last couple seconds to get 3 more points and make it 22-15 in favor of Collinsville. So a good match there by Haymaker. That's his second match of the night. So, he's really worked in both of his matches. So he's earned himself a good hurrah there from Coach Harding. And Coach Harding lets him know, hey, good battle tonight. Way to keep us out and ahead. Right now we have Josh Arnold for the Collinsville Cardinals. He's going to be in red singlet. And he's facing Derek Brissell. Derek Brazel, excuse me. So Arnold versus Brazel here. And very quickly, they're battling back and forth. What you'll see, again, if you weren't here for the first time, you'll see the smaller guys a lot more shooting, a lot more moving, a lot more maneuvering there, and they're moving a lot faster. The bigger guys are getting heavier weights. You're going to see more pushing, more pulling, a lot of leverage used, a lot less just real quick shots down low, and they're going to be pushing, and they're going to be working for leverage position, using a lot more of that strength Try and battle as best they can. Use their strength, use their upper body a little bit, use their legs. Try and get their opponent in the bad position till they're able to move on. Arnold again in the red and Brazel in the black singlet. It's 22-15 in favor of Collinsville. Right now we're going to read you some of our sponsors as we go through this match. They're the people who allow us to bring Cardinal TV to you. That's Rogers State University, Body Coach, RCB Bank, That's My Bank, J-Team Designs, Big Footprint, and All Red Hardware. We thank them for allowing us to put this on for you guys. As we get back to the match, Arnold and Brazel are in a deadlock right now. Both guys shooting hard, both guys defending well. A lot of head-to-head combat. You hear some of their smacks as they come in and hit each other, and you know they're battling. Both these guys, smart wrestlers, working hand position, working arm position, working leverage. Arnold tries for a little hip hut and doesn't quite make it. 10 seconds left to go in this first battle. A lot of pushing around, a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving. Brazel tries to get inside position, doesn't quite get it. Brazel takes a quick shot there at the end of the match. Nobody achieves everything. Arnold and Brazel back and forth, and Brazel has position. He's going to take the down position and try to get the first 2 points of this match. Arnold goes down, and Brazel sets in on top. Movement there before the whistle, and the official says, all right, guys, let's get this together. So we have a caution there on Arnold as he tried to get up just a hair too soon. What you do is you're waiting for that whistle. As soon as that whistle blows, you pop up. Practice it every day in practice. Another little quick move there. This time it's on Brazel. So he's saying, hey, you got to have your hand on the middle of his stomach. You can't have it all the way across. You're moving just a little too fast right now. Brazel tries to control by throwing Arnold, and he does back to the mat. Arnold's going to need to pop right back up and achieve hand control. Brazel gets a good wrap around. And Arnold's going to be stretched out now with a leg trap. Both his legs trapped between Brazel. Arnold sucks his legs back in. Now he works to get up. Arnold stands all the way up. Now he wants to work his hands, work the hands and leg control. He needs to pop right back up. And he's back up. He needs to fight hand control. Brazel gets him out of bounds, so no points awarded. And they'll go back to the middle of the mat. Arnold looks like he's saying something about his headgear as being in his eyes or something to his coach. And he goes back to the down position. Quick whistle there before either guy could move. Arnold almost all the way up. He needs to stand all the way up before he gets thrown back down. Doesn't achieve the escape, and Brazel's still on top riding. Arnold looking to slide out to the left, it looks. And Brazel's ready for him. Tries a switch, doesn't get the leg. And Brazel stays with him. 1 minute left to go in this match, and Brazel can't control him. First points of the match awarded to Arnold as he escapes. So Brazel found himself just in a little bit off position, and Arnold was able to capitalize it and force Brazel to let him go. 40 seconds left to go here in this second period. Arnold up 1-0. Brazel with a good shot. Arnold's able to reverse, throw him in reverse, stays on the mat, and Arnold takes one step off, and it looks like the official calls it, and he sees both the guys off the mat and brings it back to the middle, 1-0 in favor of Arnold. Brazel and Arnold both having battled these first two periods, looking a little bit slower than they were at the first, but still working that body, working that strength, pushing and pulling. That's what you'll see from these big guys. A lot of push and pull. See if you can get him to overextend a little bit so you're able to put him in a position he doesn't want to be in and get him off balance. 6 seconds left to go in this second period. Brazel looks to throw. Arnold's got good inside hands. And we're going to go to this third period, 1-0. Brazel immediately says, I'm taking the down position, and we're going to see what happens. So 1-0, Arnold's going to be forced to either let him go or battle him from the top position here. Brazel's on bottom, sets in, ready to go. Arnold on top, and the official blows, and they start. Arnold keeps one leg. He's not out yet. Arnold looks to pick him up and throw him. Arnold keeps him down. So Brazel with a good battle there. Arnold's got his hips in the wrong place. So if Arnold can keep him from getting his legs out, but he does. Good crossface there from Arnold. He's looking to achieve a cradle, but good defense there by Brazel. And Arnold's going to have to look for something else. Your battle there by Arnold. Arnold's working a little bit different with his hands now. Brazel sucks his legs back in, and he's trying to get up himself. Brazel pulls his arms out. Arnold controlling one leg of Brazel, and Brazel tries to stretch out. Arnold pulls him right back down. You see him using that head as leverage on Arnold's arm to get another 3-point. If Arnold can get Brazel's left arm out, pull it behind his back, he's going to have Brazel in a position he doesn't want to be in. Brazel extends both his arms. Arnold, again, takes top position. Need to see some movement here, is what the official's talking about. Arnold continues to battle. 1 minute left to go, and if Arnold can keep him from getting up, we're going to have ourselves a 1-0 victory in favor of Arnold. 40 seconds left to go. Brazel extends an arm, and he gets broken back down. Arnold looks like he's going to try and push to the outside. Brazel sits back, working hand position. Brazel's got his knee up. 20 seconds left to go in this match. 25 seconds left to go in this match. Arnold's looking to ride him out, straightens him back out again. He's got one leg trapped. 15 seconds left. Arnold has to keep moving, and the official's going to say, hey, you're not doing enough. Arnold's moving. It's going to come down to whether Brazel can pop up in these last 7 seconds. So a good top position there from Arnold as he really battles the entire match and keeps Brazel on the ground over and over again, and he earns a big victory over Brazel. Earns a big victory over Brazel, and that's going to make it 25-15 in favor of Collinsville as far as the duel goes. That's a battle right there that you expect for some of the bigger weights. As you see them just battling back and forth, neither giving anything, and all it was just one quick escape. Again, as we mentioned, the Collinsville Cardinals don't have 184-pounders, so that's another 6 points awarded to Derek Schnell of the Claremore Zebras, so that makes it 25-21. So it was a 10-point advantage for Collinsville, but now it's just a 4-point advantage for Collinsville as we move forward to as we move into the heavier weights because they didn't have a wrestler at 184. So it's 25-12 is the dual score, but the Cardinals giving up 25-21, but the Cardinals giving up 12 points to the Zebras tonight as they didn't have a wrestler at 122 or 184. Right now we have Rock Robbins versus Sean Shepard, and it looks like Robbins has Shepard in a bad place where he doesn't want to be. He earns the 2-point fall as well as 2-point near fall. So Robbins is asserting a quick moves there on Sean Shepard, even though he's outweighed a little bit by Shepard. But Robbins looks like he does a quick move, has control over Shepard. Robbins sucks up Shepard. By that I mean he grabs his arm, pulls it down in, keeps it down low, and grabs it with his opposite arm. Shepard frees both his arms, and he keeps him out. Again, Robbins pulls that arm in and looks to work that left arm of Shepard. Robbins pulls him back. He's got to show that he's got him past parallel. Official awarding near fall points as Shepard isn't going to go any further, so Robbins pulls him back. So another 3 points awarded to Robbins, and it's a quick 7-0 in favor of the Cardinals. Robbins battling Shepard. Robbins looking for what we used to call a bulldog move, or snake move, excuse me. He works that arm back under his arm and over his back, so he can't pull that left arm, or excuse me, that right arm back down. So now he has to step over him. Once he does, he's in a bad position. He's got to pin both his shoulders. Shepard does a good job of getting that left shoulder out, and he's able to pick back up. Now, what Robbins has to do is pull both those hands and sit his hips back. Not enough time there for Robbins, but another 3 points awarded, so a quick 10 points for Robbins over Shepard. And Robbins elects to go neutral here as he tries to take down Shepard a few more times. Shepard sets up. Robbins gets a good easy shot. Shepard tries to defend, and he's taken down another 2 points. So that makes it 12-0 in favor of Robbins. Official looks up at the board because he knows if it gets to 15, then that's going to be a tech fall in favor of the Cardinals. Shepard's trying to work, but that arm's been isolated. Now he's pulling it all the way out as Robbins behind his back as he works to pull Shepard back and over onto his back for another near fall points. Robbins working that arm, working the arm of Shepard, continues to work the arm of Shepard. Shepard has to keep that arm from falling behind his back. If he does, this match is almost over. Shepard, you can tell he's working hard. He's battling down there, trying to keep that arm out. Robbins, again, battling with his whole body, trying to keep back. Good defense there by Shepard as Robbins lets that go, and Shepard lives to fight another day. Shepard with 1 minute left to go in this second period. Working from the bottom, tries to get up. Robbins breaks him back down. 50 seconds left to go in this second period. And Robbins on top. Robbins works for another move. Works the slide. Good crossface there by Robbins. He's going to get Shepard off his balance, but he doesn't do anything with it. And Robbins works the other side. So you see good movement here by Robbins. He works the left side, the right arm, the left arm, the right arm of Shepard as he continues to show he can stay on top. He works right then left and right then left, and he tries to keep Shepard from going over like that. So, he tries to get Shepard going over like that. So, Robbins awarded the 3 points. That's going to make it 15-0, and just like that, it's a technical fall. Once you get to over 14 points, so 15 points ahead of your opponent, you get 5 points awarded. It's not the same as a pin, but you've defeated your opponent by such a margin that they stop the match. So that makes it 30-21 as we go to the 220-pounders. Justin Koth is going to be versus Cody Hare from Claremore. Justin Cothy. Justin Cothy wrestled earlier tonight, a guy much lighter, and he got a little bit different feeling. This time he's wrestling Cody Hare, and Cody Hare is 217 pounds to Justin Cothy's 220, so they're a much more even match. Should be a different match here for Justin Cothy tonight. Cothy in the red and Hare in the black singlet tonight as the Cardinals are up 30-21 on the Zebras, who just seem to not want to go away. Good pushing here by both Hare and Cothy. What you'll see a lot of times between bigger guys, you'll see a lot of pushing. They're working for leverage. A lot of working leverage here. Working inside hand control, working leverage. You're going to push twice. Then the last time when he pushes back, you're going to try and suck him back down, throw him down on the mat, and get your 2 point for a takedown. Cothy working back and forth on Cody Hare. Cothy shrugs him off. Coach is telling the guys, hey, get him off you, get your inside control, and start working your power. Good pass, but he doesn't quite get the leg, does Cothy. So what you see there is a guy's inside control. So you set him up by pushing into it. Then the third time you turn your whole body, push his arm out of the way, and you hope to achieve his back like that. It's all about momentum here. A lot of momentum, a lot of pushing back, and you'll see guys, doesn't look like they're doing a whole lot, but they're working different moves, trying to push. See, as you see, they tried to work a quick move. Hare got himself a little overextended. Cothy used that arm to swing him back around and try to achieve his back. Just off the mat, though, so with 15 seconds left to go in this first period, it's 0-0 right now as both guys trying to achieve a little bit of position over the other. Cothy still battling, tries to push that arm off, and Hare has position. So a good first round has these guys at 0-0 as they're both pushing back and forth, trying to gain leverage on the other. And that's going to send Hare down and Cothy on top, position to cover. Hare with a quick move. Kothe's able to defend and keep Hare down. Kothe now at the knees of Hare. Knows he only has to keep him pulled, and he tries to pull him back in the middle of the mat, but ends up Hare out of bounds. A hair out of bounds. I cracked myself up. He ends up a hair out of bounds, and Kothe back on top. Hare with a good quick move. Now he's got to control the hands of Kothe, and he achieves 1 point. So the first point of the match going to Hare on an escape out of Kothe's grip. You see that little pat on the head. You see the tap on the head, the tap on the head. And the reason for that is just to get him one time. All he's got to do is try and swat that hand. You don't extend it all the way. And a good shot will take your opponent down. See a lot of movement. They're going to try and shoot the hands, inside hands. They're going to try to put their hands on their head. Anything to obstruct them, anything to bother them, put them off their game a little bit. If you can get them to overextend themselves in any way, then you can exploit that. But you got to be ready because it's going to be fast. You've seen that a few times by both these wrestlers as they try and push, pull, or they try and keep the hand, obstruct the vision, keep a hand up, pass. You'll see him pass one arm, pass the other, spin him. He tries it again. Kothe tried that move 3 or 4 times. Kothe continuing to move, continuing to try that sweep by or pass by, whichever you refer to. That's what we used to call it. We just throw that arm past and hopefully it builds the momentum. A good move by Hare. He's got nothing so far, and the official doesn't get 2 points as the Claremore fans are kind of shocked that he doesn't get 2 points there, but you got to show full control of the back of your opponent. So if he doesn't show that, he doesn't show he has full control. He had 1 foot, doesn't have both. The official says that's not enough. We'll send him back to the middle. And the last 15 seconds left of this second period, are going to send us to the third with a 1-0 lead by Hare. Both these guys battling, and with 2.1 seconds left, we're going to go to the third, tied 1-0, unless Kothe can achieve back, but Kothe just a little bit behind. If he could have grabbed both of that, if he could have grabbed his hip, he would have been with a 2-point takedown. Excuse me. Whew. So now Cody Hare is going to take the top position. It's up to Justin Kothe to get up and tie this match. Kothe tries to spin, gets out. So he tries a quick spin, then a switch. He's able to beat Hare at his own game, and it's a 1-1 match. Now we go back to the leverage, back to the pushing, back to the pulling, back to achieving position, back to seeing when you can just wait. Now let's make a quick move. Wait, make a quick move. You see some of the coaches yelling, be heavy to your guy. Work him, wear him down. Use everything you can. You're hurting yourself. So quick feint there by Hare, and you see just how quick these guys can move whenever they need to. Good battle here right now. It's 1-1. Kothe just can't see. Kothe ends up spinning, throwing Hare down, but they're off the mat. So just like that, you see pushing and pulling. You wonder when they're going to do something, and you see a push and a pull and a throw, and these big guys are into battle. 1 minute left to go here in this match. It's 1-1. Justin Kothe in gridlock with Cody Hare, and both these guys looking to push, and then looking to pull their opponent back down and achieve that elusive 2 points, which is right now the difference, and would be the difference in this match. Hare pushes Justin off the mat again, and we go back to neutral position. 47 seconds. Hare has to put his foot on the little line there that makes it even in case you want to take a quick shot. So what happens, you ask, if they end up in a 1-1 battle? They go to overtime, and it's going to be sudden death overtime. So sudden death overtime, the first period, they start in neutral. Neither one of them makes it. They flip. One goes down, one goes up, and then they flip again. So it's sudden death if they make it another 20 seconds and nobody achieves any points. Kothe, you have no points left. Kothe's able to get out of bounds. No points awarded. Coach from the Zebras, Coach Jackson, he's trying to figure out how that wasn't awarded 2 points, but the official said he had no control over him. He just was barely holding the foot. But he does get In the final 5 seconds, he achieves the 2-point takedown of Kothi. So Hare sets him up, achieves the 2-point takedown, and in the end of the third period, Kothi goes down 3-1 in a hard-fought battle there to make it 24-30 in favor of the Cardinals. And with the Claremore Zebras not having a heavyweight, they're going to forfeit another 6 points to the Cardinals, and that's going to make it 36-24 in favor of the Cardinals. So tonight we've had 2 exciting battles. The Cardinals on homecoming night are able to take down both the Skiatook Bulldogs and the Claremore Zebras. We'll be back right after this commercial.
In as little as 12 months, with a diploma from Spartan College, you could have a career in aviation and beyond. At Spartan, you don't just study airplanes, you're surrounded by them. Some 40 at our flight campus, another 20 at our technology campus. This is a college where you can pilot planes, repair planes, learn everything there is to know about planes, inside and out.
If you come to join us, you saw some exciting matchups. Both the junior high and the high school were for Collinsville were able to be successful in both their matches. Now, what happened tonight, I'll give you the quick breakdown. The Cardinals came out. They were at their homecoming night knowing they were going to have to wrestle twice. So the first match, they reversed the Skiatook Bulldogs. They took care of business early, and they took care of business well, and it ended up being 52-12. And then they had the homecoming festivities. We took about a 10 to 15 minute break and gave the Cardinals a little bit of breathing space. They came out for a second duel of the night versus the Claremore Zebras. There was a lot more back and forth, a lot more battle, and they ended up with 36-24. Something important to note on both those matches, many of the Cardinals wrestling 2 matches tonight to the Zebras 1, as well as we have a forfeit from the Cardinals at 2 different weights. So a forfeit from the Cardinals gave up 12 points tonight to the Zebras. So the score has it a little bit closer at 36-24 than it was. But either way, successful night for Collinsville Wrestling as they look to build on their 4-time state championship lead. And we're excited to bring it to you. We're excited to bring you homecoming tonight. This has been Cardinal TV. As you see, the Collinsville Cardinals wrestling team take down both the Skiatook Bulldogs and the Claremore Zebras. Come join us next week as we're back with basketball here on Cardinal TV. Thanks for joining us tonight, and have a good weekend.